Come on in. We're going to talk all things going live. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you all coming in and joining me. Appreciate the support, friends. Let me know if there's any questions out there. So come in. We're going to get started in just a few moments. There we go. We're going to get started just now. So appreciate everybody coming in. This is my 4 o'clock. We're going to talk all things going live, but we're going to talk about multi-guest because I started that conversation earlier in my 10 o'clock live. And so we're going to do a part two so that people can learn how to use the feature, grow, and connect. So we'll have some of our 10 o'clock folks. Maybe some of those will come back, but we'll also have some new people. We always have new people coming in, joining. So I always want to make sure I'm answering questions and helping people with their go live journey. So appreciate everybody being here. We talked a little bit earlier too about the difference, especially when it comes to live streaming, the difference between having a tablet, that's on an iPad, versus the phone. So I was sharing the way I stream here is actually acceptable because the way YouTube streaming is oriented. So when I do it on my phone for TikTok, it doesn't look as if I'm looking at the screen. There's always like this slant that's happening. So I do it here on YouTube because of the way it shows up on my screen here. I'm always looking not straight ahead, but it's not as bad as it is on TikTok. So TikTok's a little bit more obvious that the orientation for the cameras on the side here. Yeah. So let me know if you're new to my live. Go ahead and put in the chat. Say I'm new. I'm here for the first time. And if you are, go ahead and click that like button. So we got one like going on. Let's get another one. Click the like to say that you like the live, that thumbs up, but also subscribe to the channel. Click the subscriber button as well so you become a subscriber. So I appreciate all the support as we get ready to get started in just a little bit. I'm going to jump over on the TikTok side. We'll see. I probably will stay live for about 90 minutes. My lives typically go a little fast for me, but I want to make sure I'm supporting and I'm engaging and helping you all grow. So thank you all for joining the live. If you have not given me a thumbs up, go ahead and thumbs up the live. And if you are new, go ahead and put new in the chat. And then if you haven't subscribed, click the subscriber button. We have, I think, 938 subscribers. Oh my gosh. So we're on our road to 1,000 subscribers, and I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Come in here, talking all things live streaming. I'm Dr. Lisa. I am a Creator Network agency on TikTok, so I teach you how to go live. I give different tips and features for the live stream over there. So feel free to like the live, comments, and subscribe, and then this will become a playlist and you can go back and watch it and hear some of the things I'm sharing with you all. So I always want to make sure I'm giving as much guidance and support as possible so that when you go live, you are ready and you have no problems with doing it and doing it successfully. Okay, so come on in. Let me know if there's other questions. In the meantime, here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna get going. We're gonna go on these TikTok streets for a little bit. We're gonna talk and chat over there. I always want to make sure I didn't say this earlier, but I love this shirt. It's cute. Oh, my shirt. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Thank you. You know what? It's one of those shirts. It's for the holidays, so obviously it's like one of those holiday shirts, and it's in the back of my closet. It's winter-ish. It's not super hot. It's kind of a faux sweater. It's not quite a sweater, but I put it on because it's super blousy and comfortable. And then obviously the holidays. Thank you all for being here. Let's stay focused, decoded. So stay focused, Fred. We're gonna talk all things live streaming. I thank you for the compliment. Idea Barista, she is my moderator, so definitely connect with her. She can support you with answering questions about YouTube, as well as help you understand how to grow and brand. She has a couple different channels. She put the house rules in there. Just scroll through, showing love. Stay blessed. Thank you so much, friend. Make sure you like and subscribe while you're showing some love. So Idea Barista put the house rules in there. We do have rules of engagement. I say let's stay focused. Let's stay focused on live streaming. That's what I talk about. I talk all things live streaming from a TikTok perspective in particular because I'm a creator network agency. So I'm always recruiting. I'm always supporting my creators that are already in the agency. And so I'm answering questions. We're going over the topic. We'll probably do a part two slash recap of the 10 o'clock where we're talking about the multi-guest panels. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. And so, with that, we'll talk a little bit more about multi panels and having panels and people join your live stream from a TikTok perspective. That's what we mainly talk about here. YouTube is not as complex as TikTok. So obviously you're here, you got a small little panel of things over here that you can click to and mute your camera. You can create highlights. So there's a few features there, but not as complicated as a TikTok. Unless you do some of the other streaming, third-party streaming programs such as StreamYard or Restream or something like that, you don't get as much when it comes to YouTube. So TikTok is very complex. There's a lot of features, a lot of things that you need to know, and a lot of people don't do a lot. Many of the features are there, and so we're talking now about multi-guests in particular, making sure that we have a better understanding of how to leverage it, depending on what you're trying to do with your community. So there's some other ways you can utilize it. And so that's what we're talking about. And we started that conversation earlier today. We're going to continue that conversation and make sure people understand how they can bring guests into the room and how they can make it work for their particular stream, whether you're doing panel boxes for multiple people or a panel box for maybe one person or two people. And so there's a few ways you can do it. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to also make sure that we are engaging and connecting as well. I always give tips and strategies to go live so that you can build your community. Okay, so we're going to do that today. Give me 1 second. I'm setting up my screen as we get ready to go live on TikTok, and then I am going to, I'm sitting over here. TikTok has so many new features out there. Oh my gosh. So many different things you can do now. So we'll do this one. We'll continue that one. Thank you everyone coming here. If you are new to my live, go ahead and like the live, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscriber button, as well as click the bell to get notifications of when I go live and I post content. So that's what this is all about. This is all about my growth strategy. It's not a perfect strategy, I will say that. I will say that because my stream is all over the world. And so we get a lot of people, a diverse population that will come here and say hello and connect. And so as we go into 2026, I'm going to think about ways that I can improve the stream for YouTube. A lot of my time and effort has been focused on TikTok, and YouTube has been kind of this ancillary growth strategy, because I'm like, okay, I want to grow here. I want to be in this platform. So you got to be consistent. You got to show up. You got to do something. And this has been my something. My something is I'm coming here twice a day, streaming what I talk about when it comes to live streaming and specifically from a TikTok lens. And so that's how this platform has evolved. We're almost at 1,000. And Idea Barista, I do believe we'll hit 1,000 definitely before December ends. I think we're going to be there. We're close to, close to 950. We're not far from it. And so I'm thinking by next week we'll hit 950, and then we'll have another couple weeks left to get to 1,000. So it really is growing. We gotta make sure we stay focused because nobody's a grandmama. We gonna leave. See, the compliments I keep, the microaggressions and the insults. No, you can't stay in the room. So I appreciate you all, but so let me know if there's questions about live streaming. My moderator is the Idea Barista. She can help with answering questions as well. And so we're gonna go live on TikTok, friends. All right. Let me know if there's questions, and I appreciate you all. All right, we're going to get started. Hello, TikTok. It is time to come on in. We're talking all things going live, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all joining the live. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk all things going live. so that you can build your community, whether you're nervous, afraid, scared, shy. That's what this is all about. Come in and grow, grow, grow. You know what? I was on a live earlier. I'm going to do this. We got a small room. Let's see. Who was that? That was so Idea Barista. You probably like, what did she just do that for? Like, why is she ringing the bell? So someone told me, they said, ring the bell when you come in. Um, Ring a bell when you come in. Get the bell ringing. Get the bell ringing. So that helps to drive people into your room. Apparently, I said I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. So I rung the bell. So we'll see if some people come in because they heard the bell ringing. That was a conversation. I was in someone else's live. Patricia, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. How's everything going, friend? We're gonna get you together with a bio. Let me know where you're from. And so that was just a fun way of doing it. Let me know. Apparently the YT got some more people that came over. Hey friends. Did y'all hear the bell ringing? Thank you so much. Come on in. I had the bell ringing to get some of my friends in the room. We're going to talk about activating the room. Taste of Honey. How are you, friend? Come on in. We're going to get to chatting and talking. We're going to do a part 2 conversation of the multi-guest panels. And so we're going to do that as another way to get the room going and get people in the room. Let me share out my live. I haven't shared it out. You always want to share out your live. Thank you, friends. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you subscribe and also like and comment as well. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Let me share out the live and we'll talk about that. Let's see. Hold on one second. I'm sending some information. I'm sharing my live out. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I know some people, if you're out there, I can't see you because I am writing on the screen. Let's see. Hello, friends. Um, okay, thank you so much, friends. Come on in. All right, we got some of our friends that are already live too. So feel free to come in. Love from Germany. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you supporting the live. Thank you for coming in. We're going to get started. We got some friends that are slowly coming in. Hey, J Money, how are you, friend? I just came live and just shared it out. So we're going to talk about the multi-guest panel. Oh, TikTok says my connection is not great. We'll see. I wonder if that's having an impact. So we'll see what happens with this live stream. But today's live stream topic, we're going to talk about what does it mean to have the panel boxes. Have you do you do panels at all? We get J Money. How's everything also for you? So let me know if you use panels. And those who are here, come on in. Thank you so much on the YT. So we are getting started. So we're getting started now. Let me know if you have questions as you get ready to go live as well. Hello, friends. Hello, how are you? Come on in. Let me know where you're from as you're coming into the live stream. So we're seeing a little slower movement today. All right, friends. In the meantime, my YT people, go ahead and put in the chat where you are from as well so we can get talking over here as well as we wait for the room to warm up and folks to get to coming in. We shared the live out. We're going to share it out some more so we can get some more of our friends to come in as well. Let's see. We'll share it out. Hello. Oh, thank you. My English accent is so beautiful. Well, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Yes, this is it is definitely I'm from Florida, so I don't know if it's necessarily an accent, it's just me talking. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Um, Appreciate you, Idea Barista. Thank you so much for coming in. So I appreciate everybody joining. I'm seeing it's interesting. I'm seeing a lot of less foot traffic. So we'll see what happens over time with this particular one. House rules, yes, 18 years and older. Thank you so much, pals. I see you as well. So hello, friends. How you doing? As people are coming into the live, I don't know. TikTok is definitely doing something weird. We'll see how this goes because people are not able to stay. It seems like the live feed is coming in and out. It says my signal's good, so we'll see how long this lasts. If it does this for a long time. Oh, okay, you're from Florida. Yes, yes, I'm in Florida. Thank you for that. Thank you, Idea Barista. I appreciate you as well, friend. Thank you so much for coming in. So, appreciate everybody coming in. You know, I had, so we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna stay activated or not. Let's see. TikTok sometimes will do that. Let's see. Sorry, I had to step away for a minute. Oh no, you're fine. There was some people on the live stream. Hey, Leanne, how are you? Let me know how's everything going, friend. We just started for a few minutes ago, and I don't know, this particular live might be hello might be dealing with something. So Leanne, let me ask this. I'm going to do a part 2 of the multi guest box, but I was actually curious about somebody asked earlier about live studio. Hey pals, thank you, friend. Thank you for showing up, friend. Somebody asked earlier about having the setup, the different ways to set up your multi boxes on live studio. Have you tried that before? Hey, is it Trevor? Thank you so much, Trevia, for training. Hello, thank you for grabbing that daily art me. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the support. Geeking Daily check-in. Appreciate the support, friend. Let me know if this are you a live host too? Let's see. It says we are assisting the world in development in the 4 parts human nature, spirit, mind, heart, body. Live host. You are a live host from 1:30 to 5:30 a.m. and then Monday through Saturday, and then you have 8 to 10, and then it gets cut off. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for the populars. Appreciate the support, friends. Thank you so much. So Leanne, I was going to ask you with the setup for it. Thank you all who are coming in. Appreciate everyone coming in, getting your populars. No, I didn't want to do it on a regular live because of the audio issues. I need to test. Okay. I was thinking about the different layouts. I don't recall seeing that. I'm going to have to do another live studio soon just so I can kind of play around with what the layouts are and some of the other features in there. But I don't recall seeing a way to change it. So that's what I was thinking, because that's what I was talking about earlier. So I don't recall the different ways to change it. Thank you so much. Wonderful. How you doing, friends? Thank you so much over here on the YT. Appreciate everybody coming in. So yeah, thank you so much. The Nisi show and Miko, the classy. Appreciate it. It kind of got cut off. Thank you so much for being here as well. So let's see. Have you so you're not doing it because you're doing live studio. So when you do your phone, do you do any panels there when you're using your phone? I'm going live with it at 6. I could do a quick test for layouts. Okay. That'll be interesting to see. I had done a little bit of research. I think I got an answer. I'm waiting on a confirmation from my point of contact, but it was a Q&A and somebody asked the question about percentages for payment. And so I want her to come and clarify some things. But it seems as if it may be, well, I won't say that. I won't say the numbers that was that thing. I need some clarity because I think it's not totally accurate. Pals should know, though I think she's done it on both. Pals, do you know the layout? That comment got filtered. Pals, do you know the layout question? I'm trying to figure out which one you're at. Are you over here on TikTok or YouTube? How you doing, Cornelia the Great? Appreciate your friend. Yeah, honestly, Carolyn, how's everything going, friend? Thank you so much for coming in, flying in. Yeah, which one do you know the layout question? Hello, Cornelia. Thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate you stopping through as well. So today we talked in my time 10 o'clock, and I think we're gonna go ahead and continue the conversation. I'm doing well, and yourself? Hopefully, all is well your way as well. So, in my 10 o'clock, we talked about the live multi-guest layout. Great, perfect, perfect. The multi-guest layout. So I wanted to make sure we all knew a little bit more about having guest panels. And the thinking was making this an opportunity for people to come up and share a little bit about their live stream and do a little countdown for it. So people are coming up, they're sharing about their live stream, and then because of that, we kind of walk through the feature itself in terms of how to leverage the panel boxes. So a lot more people are starting to pull up panel boxes and have multi-guest. And so that's what we were doing. We were making sure we understood how to leverage that. Let me know if you are somebody who's a live host. Let me know if you are used to the panel boxes. Put that in the chat for us. Um, and we'll see. I'm actually tempted. We'll see if this holds true. So I'm gonna probably stay on another 5 minutes or so. What happens sometimes? I think my stream started off kind of rocky. I shouldn't have rung that bell. I don't know if you were here, pals, when I rung the bell. So I don't know if that was not a good idea. But sometimes they tell you to start your live over if in fact it doesn't start well. And so it started kind of rocky. I think I might have confused things by ringing that bell. It wasn't a good idea. Tish was like, why is she ringing a bell? Y'all all probably thinking like, you rung a bell? Like, what happened? So, ringing what bell? Who was here? Pals, were you here? Who saw me ring the bell? YouTube, anybody? TikTok, who saw me ring the bell? Anybody? They were like, I did not see none of that. You said, what bell? This bell. You said, I heard it. So here's what happened. What had happened was I was in a live earlier, so now I'm gonna laugh at myself because now I'm thinking like that was not a good idea. And TikTok's like, I don't understand you, lady. What is going on? So what had happened? You said you're funny. So what happened was I was in, and see, it says my device is heating up. It's something going on. TikTok doesn't like me. That bell is not. TikTok's like, what is going on? Your device is heating up. And let me say something. It is not all that hot neither. I don't think it liked the bell. I think it's confused by it. um, so what had happened was that I was in Nika Grace's room for a quick minute. I shouldn't say quick minute. I was probably there for about 15 minutes. And I was in her panel boxes and we started having a conversation about sound healing and ringing bells and how that has been a helpful tactic. And I said, oh, I should try to ring my bell then. And so that's how that came up. I attempted to ring my bell. I don't think it's the same because we were associating that to sound and music and how people use that to energize your live. I said I don't play music because I do the YouTube and I have to be concerned about copyright infringement. And so I don't do it. So they said, well, she was like, well, try ringing a bell. And so that's how that came about. But it wasn't a good idea, y'all. I'm just gonna say that. So I don't think that was it. So just so that y'all know, if y'all want to try to ring a bell, you could decide if you want to do it for your live and test it out. But that's what that was. Um, Happy early birthday. Oh, the topic is going live on TikTok. What topic? What are you talking about? That's like that felt like an AI comment. What just happened? That's the topic on TikTok? What do you mean? The topic is going live on TikTok. Is that what it is? Somebody said, oh, tomorrow's their birthday. Okay, gotcha. Oh, you didn't assemble them, so I didn't know what that was about. I heard bells. I think about class. I hear bells. I think about class beginning. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, that's a good idea. Did you ring it like a school bell? Maybe that's what I what it didn't like. You didn't like the way I did this? This one it like I'm a sound healer. I should have rung it like this, like that. I don't know. Like it's Christmas. Like I'm part of the, what do you call it, Salvation Army people. So Trisha T, you said it's like class starting, class is beginning. Come join. I love it. Zen, how you doing, friend? How's everything going? Zen is in the agency. Diana, stroke survivor. How are you, friend? TikTok's like you was soliciting. I know. TikTok's like I'm the with the red bucket. It is December, so hey, TikTok's like, well, what's going on here? What's going on in this room? I'm just saying, TikTok, we playing today. Okay, hello. You said you're fine. Awesome, awesome, friend. Okay, so Zen is new to the agency. Diana, you're fairly new. Leanne, you're fairly new. So we're gonna do a little bit of show and tell. We're gonna pull up the boxes. You guys can keep your cameras off. Feel free to keep the cameras off. There is no need to show your face unless you choose to. We're gonna play around with the features. So I'm gonna do a little education. So here's the thinking. Thank you so much, Fred, for liking the live. Here's the thinking. At the end of the day, you can decide who you have in your boxes. There are, and so you guys see the box here. I'm gonna turn on the board I had earlier just so you guys can see how a board can be used. I'm gonna walk you through different ways to leverage the boxes. I know there's some people who are very particular about who they have in their room, how they bring them up, if they bring them up at all. Tabitha, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to talk about the agency too, because I was like, you came back. You was like, I'm back. I have not talked about the agency. It feels like in a couple days. So I'm going to talk about it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Apple user. How are you, friend? You're like, this girl never talk about this agency. so, so we're talking about multi-guest. I just want to finish the thinking around this real quick because ultimately people are Trisha T, let me know if you was trying to come up. I can let you up, friend. I think that might have been an accident. Let me know. I'm at work, so I'm in and out. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Let me know when you're in and you're like, okay, I can listen because I'll go through my whole spiel about the agency. So here's what I will tell you though. People are concerned about pulling people up. So there's a couple things you want to do. You want to make sure the person, if you want to pull some people up in your boxes and engage with them, turn on, you said I'm listening. Okay. Turn on, make sure they have a bio. That's the first thing. Bio is probably should be a requirement just so that you can see who they are. The other thing I will say is make sure they're part of your fan club. That's something else. Like if they are not a fan club member, if they haven't engaged in your live stream ever in that way, then you don't want this to be the first time you're meeting and interacting with them. So look to see, do a little bit of research on their profile to see what level of a blue box person they are and what level of a fan club member they are for you, as well as that they have a bio. So those are things that I would tell most people to kind of do your research before you allow people up in your boxes. I didn't say that earlier, and that's key for you to start deciding how you integrate something like this. That was an accident. Tap in and hit the box. Okay. Okay. So Tabitha, really quickly, I was going to share, let me share about the agency for you, friend. You said listening. So for the agency, um, it's a creator network agency, meaning that TikTok has created these opportunities for creators, rookie creators. That's what most people are when they start going live. They're getting acclimated, they're getting used to it. I see your heart got filter, but that's, thank you so much, friend. And so with that, TikTok has agencies to support you with training, as well as if you are in trouble with TikTok in your live stream, so that you know the rules, the community guidelines and the rules, you can get support from your agency. We can submit an inquiry on your behalf to get your account, if it's in violation, not a restriction. A restriction's different. I'll explain the difference in a second. But violation or ban, those are more severe violations and bans. Restriction is almost like a little slap on the hand, a timeout for you. So just think about it like that. It's like, I give the analogy of when you're in high school. You know how you have detention, home. You got an in-school detention, and you got to sit in a room after school or something like that. And then you have a suspension, which means that you got to go home, and your parents are called, and all the things that will keep you out of school for a couple days. A violation is that. That's a suspension. Restrictions is like detention. So those are the two things. So when you get a restriction, you just want to make sure you are looking to see what happened. TikTok will maybe give you a 10-minute timeout, or maybe your live for that particular live is not going to get pushed out to the FYF. So just know that that's part of those R's that you get. But the V's are where you want to contact the agency and get support, and I actually see it. So typically I will always get a notification that someone might have gotten a V. I don't get notifications about restrictions. And so agencies can support you in that way. My agency is really designed for creators that's looking to grow, and they want additional training, a little bit more guidance and support on how to go live, particularly as you're thinking about, what are different ways you can monetize, how different features operate, different strategies for leveraging those features. And so we're going to talk about multi-guest today, and then also thinking very intentionally about ways you can earn more rewards and diamonds and monetize on this app. So we'll talk about that as well. When it comes down to what I offer is I offer weekly meetings on Zoom. So we do a weekly meeting on Sundays at 6:30. I do one-on-ones with my creators if you have questions, especially about your analytics. We're a data-driven agency, so I teach you how to look at your analytics and make strategies to improve it. I go live twice a day, so I'm answering questions for you. And then we have a school platform where you can go and collaborate with other creators. There's other information, training, and resources there, as well as on TikTok. We have a TikTok group chat, as well as the ability for you guys to post when you go live and share out your live, as well as sharing content. So all that is in the agency. Okay. Hey, Miss Jessie, how you doing? And so all that is part of the agency. So if you're looking to join, Coach Jessie, she just came in. Coach Jessie is your person where you're going to get a referral code from her. And then with that referral code, you can, gotcha. With that referral code, you can apply to join. She'll send it to you in your inbox. And then once you apply, TikTok has rules about who can be accepted. You can't be with an agency already, so it's one agency per person, not per account, per person. One creator network agency. The other one is that you can't have any restrictions or violations at the time of applying. So you have to make sure your account's in good standing. You want to apply with the account that has already earned the most diamonds. So if you haven't gone live, that's probably my one rule. You have to have live access. You have to have gone live. So that way you can essentially go live and grow that way. Because TikTok, that's what a creator network agency is. So you got to have live access. And then finally, you have to be in the US and Canada. So if you're in another region or another part of the world, you can't join the agency. So that's the other thing you got to be aware of, or at least my agency. So that's the update about agencies. Let me know if there's any questions. Like I said, we're going to talk about, okay, cool. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Hey, Eugene. Thank you all. Thank you all. Make sure you guys share the live out. Tap the screen as well. Let me know if you have any questions. So tap and share the live out. Thank you, Carolyn. How you doing, friend? Thank you for joining as well. Thank you for sharing out the live, friends. And so a couple things. So we're going to talk about this really quickly when it comes to the panel boxes. Like I shared earlier, you want to make sure that you are deciding on who can come up in your boxes. So identify, hey, Unwritten Unstoppable, how you doing, friend? Identify people who are essentially, maybe they're already fan club members of yours, and maybe they're a certain level. Make sure that they are also, they have a bio. So look at their profile. Carolyn, you said, does the agency teach you how to use Live Studio? I'm lost. Well, you know what? So, from an agency perspective, I just personally just did my first Live Studio on Sunday, but there is a couple people in the agency that have used it quite a bit. I would tell you to go visit. She's in the room. Leanne, say something. Let me see if you're still here, friend. Leanne, she did a training with some other creators that want to learn more about Live Studio. Let me say this. I didn't say this in my intro. So the agency has a lot of great people who are supporters. We are an agency of supporters. And so you said you know Leanne. Okay, perfect. So Leanne's probably your person when it comes to Live Studio. So a lot of people are curious about how to leverage it from a computer perspective and using that. I just did a video about how to download it so you know how to access it. But she's playing around with a lot of features. She's using it in her live stream where she's an artist. So she'll draw, so she'll have a screen that is, so she'll have the two screens up. One is pointing to her artwork and the other one is you see her face and she's engaging in the camera. So she's using it in a very good, unique way. Let me get my act in gear. There we go, friend. I love it. Carolyn comes to my life. So Carolyn, if you join the agency too, you would get a referral link from Leanne. So you want to make sure Leanne is your person you get your referral link from. Okay. Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you all. So let me go back to the panel boxes. And so Live Studio, the jury's still out in terms of Live Studio with multi-guest. Let me just put a little asterisk next to that, because when I tested it, Leanne was on my panel. We had some other creators that had joined my panel, and there's an echoing and a reverb that we're still trying to figure out how to fix. So we're still working through panel boxes for Live Studio. It is a little glitchy over there, and yeah, so it's a little glitchy. So it does not truly operate the same way the mobile devices operate for your live stream. So I don't know. The jury's still out on it for me in terms of wanting to use it all the time. For the way Leanne uses it, it's perfect. It looks great. For me, for my live stream, I might want to stick to the mobile format, the more mobile platforms. Yes, I want to be Leanne, but I'm Carolyn. I know. We all want to be Leanne. I love it. Are you an artist as well, Carolyn? Are you an artist? How would you want to use it? No, for your live stream, you say your bio says mom, mortgage matchmaker. Love that. Real estate broker, credit score strategist, weight losser. Love that. No mortgage and real estate. So what would you do? Would you use the dual camera in terms of showcasing maybe some of the properties and stuff? Is that what you're thinking? Like having like almost two screens to kind of show what you're doing? I wonder. That'll be interesting if you're going to use it in that way. Yeah, so that's definitely a great approach. So Leanne can definitely share some more information. There's a few people who use it. Hey, Soda, few people who use it for like PowerPoint presentations. They're showcasing, their presentation so that people can follow, but you still have you on the screen. So I've seen that quite a bit, which is fine. It depends on if you're, hey Elle, how you doing, friend? It depends on if you are someone who has that type of format. Like if you don't want to use um, your flip your camera and show your laptop, because that's the way I've normally used to do it. So I would show what's on my screen. So let me give you an example. I can show you guys how to change my screen. Because I got all types of stuff on it right now. But say I was going to show you guys, let's see, let me pull this here. Say I was going to show you really quickly ChatGPT. Let's see. Let's see, I'm going to show my screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, so say I was going to show you ChatGPT. I'm just going to show this real quick. So I'm going to flip my camera. So if I'm going to flip my camera here, you can see me do this. Now with Live Studio, it doesn't show this way. It shows almost as, so I'm flipping my camera. And so when I come back to me, you'll see, you'll see me here. And with Live Studio, the way Leanne does it, it's no need to flip your camera. She has her camera, her second device, showing her artwork up top, and then she's below. So you always have these two images on the screen. Here, you could do a dual camera, like the boxes here could be another image going on. So you could do it that way, but you never have this even split between the two screens. And so she's home resting, keeping her in prayer. Thank you, Coach Jesse. I was going to get to that in a second. Thank you so much, friend. So yeah, hey, Silver Fox. So just know Live Studio would be a better format depending on what you're trying to do for your community. I personally, for presentations and stuff, just the way the screen appears for just regular creators, I don't know if I would use Live Studio. I think I would just use mobile and just flip my camera just so you can see what's on my screen that way. I think that's what I'm used to. I have to play around with Live Studio a little bit more to see if it's worth the other features and stuff that it has available. If it's and I've seen some people use it really well. So it's just a matter of deciding what you want your format to look like. Okay. Hello, Silver Fox. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. So today's live was going to focus a little bit more on utilizing the multi-guest. So what I have here, just so that you guys know, this is a board and this is a board. These are two different boards. Okay. So this is a board and this is a board. This is a general board. This is called general board. This is called a multi-guest board. Okay. So two different types of boards. I was going to show that to you guys so you can see it. So if you are going to have just a message on your screen, I'm talking about my agency. This is a board that's here for me as a live host. There's also a board for you all as viewers. Okay. Two different types of boards. So that as viewers and as guests, this kind of shares what this panel is going to be about. And so what we talked about earlier is just different layout features, some of the different layouts you can have for your live stream. If you're going to have panel boxes, this is called the fluid panel. Hey, Urban Eye Candy, this is called the fluid panel. Miss K Latte, how you doing, friend? And so you said double boards. Yeah, it's two. These are literally both boards. So let me show you something because Pals talked about this earlier, and I want to point it out to you all if you're going to set up your boards. Okay, so these boards are pretty. Hey, what's good? Nothing much. How you doing, Mocha? Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my shop page so you guys have that. Let me go to live. So we're gonna go live on my shop page. So we're here. This is the shop page, and so I'm gonna mirror my image, and really quickly, let's see. I want you guys to we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to settings. Be nice. Okay. You see right here under settings. This is before I've gone live. You can go under settings. Oh, multi-guest toolkit. I wonder. That's the interactive fun stuff. That's the playboards. Okay, that's the other stuff. That's the playbook and stuff that you can use. Shop page is the new candle. It is. It is. That's what I show all the time. It's the new candle. It is my other. So you see here, general, which is what you see here. This is a general. This is on my screen. And then you have multi-guest. Multi-guest, I can create one. So this is what it would look like. I can create, and there are templates here too. So if I wanted to use other people's templates, I could create a board. I'm just going to say a board that says hello because I don't want to do too much. And then this allows me to, hey, Natty Nat, I say Natty Nat, hey, favorite, how you doing, friend? So here. So I can have this, it's a little twisted. So there, all I did was spread it out to make it larger words. I can change the color of this board. We're going to go with the green color. And then what happened, this is my camera roll. So it instantly pulled up images from my camera roll. So if I wanted to go through, I'm not going to show you all this stuff, but I did some screenshots. And so there's some images from my camera roll. All that is my camera roll. So if I had something I wanted to design on Canva and download it on my camera roll, I could pull that up and put that. That's this board here, the lower one. That's what we're talking about right now. That's what we're doing here. I could easily create an image that I want on that board and put it there. But in the meantime, I'm just going to use that. Okay. So if I save this and it says the template is public and it says it's visible to everybody, people can get it. So a simple green hello. So when I get ready to go live, it's in there for me. Let's go back to settings so you guys can see that. So when I go back to settings, I'm going to go back to boards. There's the hello one under multi-guest. And then these are all the different templates in here. If I wanted to use any of these templates, I could. And again, that's going to be this one lower, the one down here. That's what we're talking about. And so there's my hello. And then here are my other templates that are already there. So this is my shop page. So I just did some templates with different colors that say learn today, and just different ones. So I could click use any of those. Okay. So let's use this one here. Let's use we'll do yellow and green. We'll use the yellow one. So it's there on my screen. And then when I go live, the green one, the board, I actually have to turn on the multi-guest feature. I'm going to hit this settings wheel. And now I have to hit this board to go to this one here. See, it's there for me. And it says create. And it's there. Now I could change the layout. You see where it's there for me. So I'm going to change the layout so you guys can see it where it's similar to the one in here. And then this is what we talked about earlier, where you use the different layouts. The board, the panel I have here is called the Fluid panel. You said I'm doing it tonight. It's called the Fluid panel, and that's what I just used. So now hello is sitting there, and someone else who wants to come up could also come in. This is my engagement where it says tap. Let me turn that off. So I would have to turn that off because I just had it as a, well, I can keep it there. This is the engagement box. Why is it down there? Okay, I don't think I can move it right now. I would have to turn it off. Okay, so that's how you do two boards. Okay, and you could decide what's your message. You could decide what you're talking about. I just put hello there. But for me, hello, thank you for the follow, Princess. I used it today on my live without the panels. Oh, nice. You just had what you mean? You just had the board up? So what Natty Nat is saying, let's play around with that. What Natty Nat is saying is that you had this board up for the panel. You say yes. So how do I keep saying Natty Nat? Favorite, I'm sorry. Favorite, what you're saying is that you turn that off. So you just saw the bottom one. So you don't see the box now, the template. Okay. So you don't see, it just said board, share your live topic. So you don't see where people can invite for the panel. So you could do that. You literally could have a board here and you can have something over here in a corner. Yes, that's what you did. Yep. So you can actually have that type of engagement, and that board just sits there. And that board, again, you got to be careful about your message so you don't get in trouble with TikTok, but you could have a message there that's relevant to your room and not use the panel boxes. Okay? So just keep that in mind if you wanted to. So those are there for you. So that's another way you can get engagement. So we're going to talk about this because I tell people if you're going to use panels, I want you to make sure that your panel is based on, people who you want to invite up. You want to invite people up to come up and engage in your room. You could turn off the invite so you don't see that now. You just see the board. You can have that up there. Thank you so much for that, Ms. K-Latte. And you can decide who's eligible to come up in your boxes. Maybe I would say first thing, make sure they have a bio. Okay. Make sure that they're a fan club member. They've gotten their daily heart me. Maybe they're a fan club member that has come back a few times, so you can look at their profile. So when you click their photo, you'll see their mini profile pop up. Make sure that they have a bio there. Make sure that they also have maybe a blue box level, as well as a member of your fan club community, and maybe they're a certain level as well. So maybe they're level, you know, 5 to 10 at a minimum, to make sure that they've come back a few times and they've engaged in your live. So that could be a way to do it. If you do just anybody in your boxes, you almost got to be careful about who you're talking to and what they're going to say or do. TikTok does hold you responsible for your panel, and they will tell you if someone's doing something that's against the community guidelines, that you'll get a message that says that person has to be let down, can't be in your box anymore. So just be aware of that. Hello, friends who are coming in. Thank you all for joining. So we're going to talk a little bit more. So I'm going to walk through this again for us because we started this conversation earlier. And there's a couple things I want to make sure you guys know that's here. Are there any battles tonight? Nika is supposed to be battling, I think, randomly, maybe. I don't know if she's doing it today or tomorrow. Somebody just tried to battle me. Almost got in trouble last week. For what? For your boxes? Okay. Are you trying to battle tonight? favorite RT Nikki. Are you RT Nikki? Are you trying to battle? Grace and Glow, thank you for joining the room. So let us know if we're gonna be out here supporting folks. So back to this guest feature, because I wanted to show you guys the countdown. So I'm gonna show it to you here if I can. I probably need somebody to come in my room. Who's in my room? Let me know if you want to come up in my panel boxes so I can show and tell. Let's see. So that way I can show people what it looks like. Accepted a friend, but the vibe was questionable. Oh, yes. Yes. I remember you talking about that. Yeah, you got to be careful about who you have in your boxes. Absolutely. And so is that you, Janine? Let's see. I'm going to send her an invite. She came over to my other room. Never mind. Janine, let me know if you want to come up in the box. I was going to have you do an intro. I'm going to show the room. I'm going to show, you said I'm here. Why don't you come up? Anybody else want to come up? We're going to do the countdown. I'm going to show the feature. I'm going to try to do a screenshot and show the feature for you guys. So we'll see if I can do a screenshot of it. Hey, friend, how you doing? Hello, hello. So, with the particular feature, I want to see if I can do a screenshot. So give me 1 second. Hello, friends over here. Let's see. I'm going to do a screenshot. Thank you, those who are in the room. Let's see. And then, let's see. Done. Okay, I'm going to save this here. Hello, friends. I have people who are coming over. Let me know, Trisha T, are you coming over in your lifestyle? Maybe I can show you from here. Let me know if you want to come in my box. Maybe that might be easier than me trying to do a screen share. So, Janine, let's see if Trisha T comes over. I'll put her in my box for a second. That's okay. I'll do an effect. Let's see. Uh-oh, I gotta find it. Give me 1 second, Janine. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Okay, so really quickly, friends, Janine is in the box and you guys see it. So when you click someone's box as a live host, I'm putting this around my face. As you click someone's box, does anyone know how to share your screen on live? What do you mean share your screen? As you click someone's box, you'll see really quickly that these are the features you see. Countdown was the one that we were using today. So that's what I'm about to press. If I press countdown, it's going to show me the timer. And it's going to show me I can also expand the box for Janine as well. This is where you can give people, this is where you can turn their mic off, turn their camera off. And this is how you expand them where they're on my screen. They're the primary here, okay? And so that's how you would turn, that's how you would activate some of these other features here, and then you can disconnect them. So you should see this when you click anyone's box that's on your panel. Janine, did you want to share a little bit about your live stream with folks?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on the big screen. Okay, so 3 minutes timer, and then there's Janine.
I don't need 3 minutes, but
Okay.
for the people that don't know, my name is Janine. I talk about all things personal finances with God in the center. Like it's such a slogan that I'm saying. But I'm a financial coach. I help moms get out of debt, save money, and get on a budget. I feel like it's just a slogan you guys say it all the time. But I've been in finances for a long time with my like actual job. I work in healthcare, so I've been in healthcare administration doing like all the type of insurance billing, and just part of my story is, I've been budgeting for over 15 years, so that's kind of like the start of like my business or whatever. And my passion is definitely moms or single moms, just trying to really, save their money, get out of debt, live below their means so they can reach their financial goals, because everybody's financial goals is different and looks different. So my lives are pretty, like I try to teach a lot. Like my lives on Mondays are about budgeting, Wednesdays are about saving, Fridays are about debt-free strategies that we're talking about tonight. So all strategies on how to get out of debt. We celebrate the small wins in my room. So if you paid off a credit card, you put an extra $5 to debt. We celebrate all of the small wins. And then Sundays is more about like prayers, any prayers that you are requesting. It could be finances, it could be family, it could be different things. But I think it's one thing to have practical, tips for finances, but it's another thing to invite God into it. And that's just, part of my story and why I'm passionate about it. And that's pretty much it. So, if you guys ever want some financial tips, come check your girl out.
So do me a favor. Tell us when you go live. What's your live schedule now?
So I am in the process of changing it. Just
Okay.
I'm actually do live a little bit more often. So I do money affirmations in the morning. I don't really have a set time, but I've been playing around with the time. But I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. And the money affirmations, the ones that's pop-ups right now.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But in January, I'm gonna try to lock me on a schedule.
Okay. Okay. Um, with Okay, so yesterday we used this feature in your live stream. So you're looking at having more panels too, aren't you?
Yes, so maybe I'm gonna incorporate that in Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I'm gonna switch the schedule to doing Monday through Friday. I'm gonna still keep my theme days Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but maybe Tuesday and Thursday I add in maybe a piano day on Thursday, and then I'll just figure something out on a Tuesday.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, you did 3 minutes on the dot.
Thank y'all so much for the gifts. Truly appreciate you guys.
Okay, so as you can tell, that was just a quick example. You saw the countdown. I clicked the countdown. When you do have features there where you can change the amount of time you give people. So I gave Janine 3 minutes. That's what my timer is set to, and then I have it where it's toggled on where you can expand the box. So she automatically pops up here, and then when her time is up, it pops back down. So that's what you guys just saw. Okay, so that's a feature you can play with. There are some other features. We're just tipping the iceberg, because really there's a thing when you first start, when you have your panel boxes up, there's a feature called playbooks. So if you have your panel box up and someone's in your box, it's going to activate these other ways of engaging your community. So you can do guest showdown. You can the board is there. You saw the board. You can do the countdown for all. There's other things you can activate. So I want you guys. We'll play around with that. Like maybe that's like a 3.0 version of this conversation. But I want you guys to start thinking about ways you can engage your community, and panels is a way to do it. Okay. And so you could decide. I know someone earlier said they were going to leverage it for maybe some prayer calls and having people come up and having conversations like that where they're doing prayer conversations. You heard Janine say she was going to use it to maybe engage her community a little bit more and have maybe a Q&A conversation with them. And so just know that this is another way to do it. So what I'm doing is showing you guys like ways you can kind of share out your live. We got officially 150 people in the agency. Hey Elle, thank you for the support of the panel. We have 150 people in the agency, so I want you guys to start meeting some of our new folks, and I want you as returning and seasoned live hosts to also meet some folks that are who are also new and coming on a regular basis. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. So, Favor, you popped up. Did you want to talk? Thank you so much, Miss K Latte.
Hi. Yes. So when I went live, not went live, I was in someone's live maybe about 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and I saw she was a nurse, so she was doing medication calculation, and I
Okay.
just popped in. I didn't stay for long, but I should have just stayed and asked her the question. But she had herself was minimized, like tucked to the corner, and she was showing her screen, and she was writing with like an Apple pen. I don't know if she was on her iPad. I don't know exactly how she was doing it. So I was just wondering if there was a feature in TT that allows you somehow to share your screen while on live.
You
Like
mean
how
like,
I don't know how she had to connect that.
so it sounds like she might have been doing the mobile gaming. Mobile gaming allows you to do almost like a screencast. You're literally screencasting. So that might have been mobile gaming that she was doing, and she was moving
Mm,
around and showing her screen. And you can make yourself this other um, image, like almost like the dual camera. So you could do that.
yeah. So it was. She was.
So Leanne saying
Let me
maybe it was
have to
live
wait
studio
for
too. Could have been live studio.
a live studio.
But it
Okay.
sounds like it might have been mobile gaming though, because if she was showing like this was her screen, you're saying on this
Right.
screen, it looked as if she was on her phone and kind of floating around on her phone and doing stuff.
Yeah. So it looks like she was on maybe like a platform where she can write and do the calculations with like a an Apple pen. Like I forgot what's the name of that app you can use to take notes. Something like that.
But it seemed like
The
she was
app
showing it.
is called Good Notes.
Pardon? Good notes.
Good
Yes.
notes.
Notes,
Okay.
yes.
So I was wondering how she was able to get that on her screen
She was.
online.
Let me end this live. I'll talk about it. Sorry, friends. Thank you all for joining. TikTok gave me a flash code too. Let me show it. It's a multi-step process. So when you go live again, under here is mobile gaming. So mobile gaming, to really use this, if you go live, it's going to ask you to either share your other screen or your image. So first of all, you got to say how you're going live. So that's the first step. And I'm just going to go to other because that's when you can put other. Type the word other. Um, so
Yeah, I'm saying maybe she has a streaming key.
no, I don't think it's live studio. It could have been live studio, but I don't think it was live studio. Because if you're saying it looks like this, not live studio. It didn't look like there was like another image inside of an image or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look.
No, it didn't.
It looked
No,
like
it
this.
didn't.
Like this was the main
It
line.
looked like a regular screen, but it was her like her good notes was on the screen, and she was minimized, kind of like a green screen, like
So,
that.
so this is mobile gaming, and it says get ready. So right now, so I'm not showing my phone. We'll look at it. This image here should be me trying to show an image from my phone. So I didn't do it correctly, but this would be the image that I'm showing from my phone, and you can have another image too. So I'm assuming you said you saw her, and maybe she was in this image, and then this image was her phone.
Yeah, I didn't see that the other image on the bottom. It almost looked like like when you're doing a post, when you're gonna post a video and you use green screen behind you, and you know how you can minimize yourself and, like, put it in a corner and you can talk about what's on the screen. That's how it looked. But it was a blank screen, and she was using her Apple Pen to do all the calculation. And her good notes was the bigger portion of the screen, and she was in the corner. Almost looked like exactly like a green screen.
The only thing I can think of is she had the dual camera on. You said you saw her too, though.
Yeah, I saw her too, but it looks like she was like how a green screen, how it's behind you, but you're able to see, like, if you post a video and you're able to talk through it, or if there's an image and you're able to speak on the image, and your face, you'll see your face, but you can minimize it and maybe put it in a corner, the top, or wherever on the screen you want to put yourself.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna show you. You could do the one. I'm trying to see which one it would be and which image I should show you guys.
I got a question. Favorite Auntie Nikki, was she actually writing on there, or she just was showing you the screen?
I was able to. I didn't see her. I was able to see what she was writing on the screen. I didn't actually see. It wasn't like a video where I could see, her physically writing. I just was able to see the screen in the bigger picture, and down below where she minimized herself. Similar like how Dr. Lisa is, but she shrinked herself and she was in the far bottom corner, so we were able to see what she was writing. It looked like she was at her desk writing, but we were only able to see the screen.
Oh, but it was interactive, like she was writing in real time.
Yes, yes, while on live.
Well, see, I would love to know what she did.
I should have stayed on it and stayed faster. And I honestly don't even remember her TT name to even try to reach out to her, but I'm sure she'll come across my For You page again.
It's pulling up all these different. Okay, this is the one I wanted. So then, if you had an image,
to minimize yourself, yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to minimize yourself. Let's see, because you can make this image the primary. So if you wanted to show something, you can pull it up from your camera roll. Hold on 1 second. It's not showing. It's not letting me do it. So you should.
Then this is gonna be more so if you want to pull up a picture or a video, but she actually it was real time. She was doing the calculation. We were able to see.
Yeah, there is.
Her good note.
There's a green screen that does video as well. So that's what you're saying. So the green screen for video is probably the one that we need to pull up. If that's what you're saying. If you're saying she was shrunken and this image was big, it sounds like she used a green screen. And she pulled a green screen for video image that was coming up.
And and then she streamed it to her GoodNotes, so we were able to see it real
I
time
don't
because
know.
it wasn't pre-recorded.
So
So
only thing that's throwing me, and so Leanne came up. The only thing that's throwing me is the fact that you're saying she was still on the screen as this image, as opposed to the way Leanne does the two dual camera images
yeah, it wasn't dual camera at all. It
or
wasn't.
secondary
No.
device.
Well, so Nikki, did you see her actual pencil, or you just saw her writing?
I just saw her writing.
So it could have very well been that, because there are a couple different ways to do that camera source option. The second screen can be a desktop, it can be a web page, it can be so many things. So there's a possibility that she might have been casting her mobile device with her GoodNotes to her computer, or to a screen that then she was using as her secondary camera source. So you are seeing the live writing. And to get, was she in any shape box, or was it just her outline?
Just her outline, as if it was a green screen behind her.
If it was her, that's the thing with that's why I was saying that she might have been streaming from a streaming service like StreamYard or one of the others, and has a key, because on those you are able to do all kinds of graphic things with yourself with the dual camera. So she could have done a mask where she cut out her shape, and it would have been her. Maybe you try to go back into her room and ask her, because there are a couple different ways she could have been doing it. Now, you can do it on TikTok Live Studio, but you wouldn't be able to do. You would be in a little box. You would still be in a. You could be in a rectangle. You can make the rectangle as small as you want, and the other image could be behind you, as big as you want. But for you to be writing live like that, it would probably be some kind of casting to a device that she was using as a secondary camera source.
It's still, and I guess I'm still thinking it was a green screen, or she was using the mobile gaming.
What I was going to say, or she could have been using that mobile gaming, but maybe on an iPad.
Right.
And there is some way to have the screen, the gaming screen, would have been like her GoodNotes,
Right.
or her other note taking app, whatever it is. So try to get back into try to get
I'm
back
gonna
into
have to
it.
try. I'm gonna scroll through to see, or I'm gonna try and search her, because I don't remember what her name was. I was just scrolling through TT, and she popped up, and I joined her live, but it was for a few minutes, and then I logged off. But I would definitely like to know, because today when I went live, that was one of the issues I had, because I was doing something that required me to write, and I kind of had to tilt my camera to point down, because I have a little dry erase board that I was using, and that just was not working out. So so I want something that can take over the entire screen, so my guests can see exactly what I'm writing, but still see me at the same time.
So what I will tell you is this: that you're trying to achieve is achievable with TikTok Live Studio, with the mobile gaming. The tools exist. It might not look exactly how hers does in terms of her cutout and that kind of thing, but with some jerry rigging, you can get that.
Okay.
That to happen.
So
it is going to require some manipulation and playing around, but you can get it.
So really quickly, I know Coach Jesse and I am Yolanda are both saying, I think, the same thing. If you gave your daily heart me, there's history of you going into that room. So go to your balance and click your coins, and then you can see on your coins it'll show your history of where you paid out to. Who did you give coins to?
Okay, I'm gonna look and try to find her and see if I can DM her, see how, and then I'll let you guys know.
So I'll show you real quick, just so that you guys know. So if you're ever on your page, you go to the three lines up here. If you click your balance, you click your coins. There's a little symbol up here. That's your history. And it says heart me's that I've given, like heart me's to different rooms.
Okay.
And if you ever give some gifts, you can see who's you giving to.
Okay.
Okay, so you can
I'm
go
sure
back.
I gave my daily because I do that in every live I pop into. So I'm sure I'll look through that. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thanks everyone
You're
so much.
welcome. You're welcome. I am Yolanda. Do you want to come up, friend? I said I'm trying to figure out a TikTok live studio for journaling live. Oh, in live series. You want to come up and I guess talk to Yolanda? I mean, Leanne. Talk to Leanne while she's up here. Let's see. Hey, friend.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
That's what drove me to TikTok Live Studio to begin with, because I had created a live series to do journaling,
Okay.
and I wanted the audience to see me journaling, to journal along with me. But I was trying to get the screen set up so that I could journal and they could journal along with me.
Oh,
But I
okay.
never could get the system set up exactly how I was trying to get it to work. I even tried casting on my TV to see if I could have the TV like a video showing have my what do you call the thing? The tripod on the pointing toward the TV so you can see it
Okay.
that way. But I never could get it figured out where it worked really well, so I just nixed that idea.
Have you been to Leanne's in the morning? Have you seen her setup?
Is it digital journaling that you're doing?
No, I was going to do actual journaling on my desk.
Oh yeah, so you've been to my live. Would that a similar type of setup be what you're thinking?
Yes, but I could never get it to work for whatever reason. I could never figure it out.
What is the second camera that you're using? Your phone?
I have a phone, I have the iPad, and then I also casted my phone to my TV, and I have my desktop. And I even tried to figure it out with my laptop, but it didn't give me the right the visuals were just not good. I could get it exactly right.
So I'll tell you this: if you're using a phone, if you want to use a phone as your second camera or any mobile device as your second camera, there are some connections that you can purchase, I believe, that will allow your computer to read your phone as a camera, but it's not an easy thing. There is a way to do it because that is what I was doing before I was using the webcam as a second camera. That's what Caroline, I don't know if Caroline is still in here. I know that's what Caroline had asked me. There's a YT video that I can share.
Okay.
That talks about some resources that you can use to use your phone as the camera. And the way TikTok Live Studio does it is, and all the streaming platforms do it this way, is your second camera source would then be a link, because the phone is set up in a third party, like a video chat room. And you can have a personal room that has a passcode. And for your phone to get into the room, you have to put in the passcode. So no one would be able to get into that room randomly without this passcode that you have created. But the second camera source of your TikTok Live Studio would then be a link. And the link goes to that secondary, that third now
third party piece of the I shouldn't have even said that word. I'm trying to be careful what I'm saying too. Goes to the third party the third party piece. Yeah, platform, whatever. But it would take it there, and then that image that you are using your phone to, that the image that your phone is capturing on video is what then shows in your second screen. That is if you are trying to use a mobile device, because it's through TikTok Live Studio, the camera sources have to be plugged in to your computer. So that's that. So that's the way I used to do it, and I only did it that way because I just hadn't decided on a webcam yet. So you could do it that way, or you could get, if this is something that you think that you will be doing consistently and you think it would be super beneficial, it might be worth it to invest in because there are some mid budget 4K webcams that are really good. And invest in that, and literally you just plug that into your computer, because lots of people use them as their actual, like for Zooms and all that stuff, because sometimes the laptop and the computer cameras are not that great. But you would be able to use that as your secondary, and literally the way you see it on my screen, you can have it right over what you're doing, and you can have it as big, as far away, whatever it is. You can have it that way, and you would be able to journal, and they would be able to read every single word that you're writing. They would be able to see the whole thing.
Okay, I may try that because I use the webcam on my desktop to cast onto. I use the phone and had it plugged into a sound card. There's a sound card. I forgot what the device. This little box that I plugged it into, so that I can use the webcam on my phone, on my desktop, and then I would cast it to the TV. But I don't know. I was missing the cable or something, and it didn't work out the way I was hoping it would. But I may try to buy a separate webcam altogether.
Well, before you do that, I told Caroline this also. Before you do that, just send me a message, so because I will not remember to send you this thing. Send me a message, and I will send you the YT video.
Okay.
Watch that first.
Okay.
And see if that will work for you before you go out and buy another device, because you might have what you need already.
Okay, I can do that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Trying to get that figured out because I created a whole series to do for journaling based on self-awareness and my whole niche, but I was never able to use it. And it's like, I think I did like 6 months worth of content that I was going to produce, but I never got a chance to do it.
Okay.
But thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, since you guys are here, do you want to talk to the room? and Trisha T, I know you're up here as well. Y'all wanna share what y'all lives about? Leanne.
Go ahead, Miss Leanne.
Sure.
Okay.
My name is Leanne. I'm an artist, an illustrator, and a printmaker. And my platform is primarily I talk about three things. Using analog activities to find balance in a digitally forward world. I talk about ways to support creatives, artists and creatives in general. And I also talk about loving the process and all that entails. On my live streams, right now I am in this place where I am sharing. I'm sorry, I'm like, what am I doing? I go live every day. I'm live daily from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Eastern. And then I'm starting to go live daily in what was the afternoons. Now I'm switching it to the evening. So I'm going live now at 6 p.m. Daily as well. In the mornings, I am sharing a beginner art practice, like a back to basics art drawing practice that I've started for myself. So that is typically geared to folks that are just fascinated with creatives, like to watch the process, want to learn little things. Folks that are getting back to a drawing practice after a long time away, folks that might be doing the same thing that I'm doing, trying to act like a beginner starting from scratch, or folks that have never done this before. And with that being said, I'm also inadvertently, I have attracted a number of folks that are artists at any level of the game, that are potentially interested in going live, are already going live and interested in like ways that they can do different setups, that kind of thing, because they have my room shows in their FYP and it's like, what's happening here? I want that setup too. So folks are jumping into the room to ask questions, and then they kind of like the vibe that's happening in the morning, because it's a nice vibe, folks. It's a good way to start your day. Just saying.
Yeah.
And they hang around. And then what I'm starting to do in the evenings is I do not share a lot about my actual art practice, like full on finished product, finished prints, whatever it is. I show a lot of in process things in my content. So what I'm starting to do in that secondary time slot in the day now is literally show literally me doing my art. So on Monday and Wednesday I was live printing, and then like today I'm going to be carving. So that's it.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. Thanks, Ren. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate you sharing that. So definitely check out Leanne. Definitely check her out too. As you could tell, she's become kind of our person for learning and understanding and training us when it comes to live studio. And so if you're interested in leveraging the laptop desktop version of TikTok Live, that's what you need. You need Live Studio. So you need to download Live Studio to your laptop or desktop, and that's what she was sharing with I am Yolanda Marie, that there's different ways you can integrate other camera sources to stream, multiple images at the same time. And so that's what that whole conversation was for favorite RT Nikki as well as Yolanda, so that they may be able to leverage Live Studio. But again, it's a little wonky. I'm not gonna say it's is very intuitive. It takes a little time to get to know it. When it comes to these multi-level, multi-guest panel boxes, we're learning there's some audio stuff that you're gonna have to kind of figure out the best way where you don't get the echoing from your guest on the panel doesn't have an echo, and they don't receive an echo as you're talking, so it's a little strange. So just know that we're still trying to figure out some of those elements to it, but it is a great way to stream if you want to use your computer. I used to use it for TikTok Shop. Yes, TikTok Shop. Well, no, you used Live Manager. Because yeah, you had to use Live Manager. Favorite, because Live Studio isn't on TikTok. TikTok Shop isn't available on Live Studio. Yes, you're right. Yeah. That was Live Manager is like a resource for looking at your analytics and your stream as you're doing your TikTok Shop on your mobile device. So a lot of people will use a tablet, because that's the way I use for my TikTok Shop. I use my tablet mainly, so I had the bigger screen to look at. But then my laptop had Live Manager playing, so I could see some of the analytics and see comments and see some other features because of what was available on Live Manager. So that's a different resource, but definitely TikTok has a lot going on. I am Yolanda. So what we're doing here, Yolanda and others that are in the room, and people in the boxes, we're talking about ways you can integrate the different panel boxes and multi-guests by having people come up, talk, connect with your live stream, and how you can leverage it. So I was walking through some of the features. One of the things I shared was this board down here, so you can create a board for your community so that they know what your panel is all about. I also created. I talked about making sure you kind of know who are in your boxes. Make sure they're make sure they have a bio. Make sure that they have maybe they're fan club members and they have a daily heart me and have come through your room before. So it's not the first time and you're putting them up in a box. So you can decide what does that look like to bring people up. We also talked about turning off the extra coins that the host gets, the extra rewards that the host gets. You can toggle that off so that it goes to your panelists and they get the majority percentage. Can someone explain subscriber versus super fans? Subscribers, okay, well, let me do the reverse. Super fans is for your live stream. So if you want to become a super fan, it's only for the live stream experience, meaning that they're able to get, as far as a fan club member, they're able to get extra points and level up as a fan club member. I think it's level 10 and above is what they get. So they kind of leapfrog in front of those other levels. So they get level 10 and above. They also are able to come to your lives just for your super fans. So they get that feature. Right now it's 50% off. They get 500 votes for people who are in round 3 of Live Fest. If you haven't used your super fan already, that super fan benefit for extra votes. And then subscribers are for your content. So when you do sub-only videos, that type of stuff that's on your page, subscribers can access that. So there are 2 different subscription plans. You got to think about it. There's a lot of people who don't go live, and all they do is offer subscriptions for their content. And then you have people like us who go live, and we have subscriptions, super fans, for our live stream community. So so TikTok decided to separate the 2, which I don't think they should have, but whatever. So, Yolanda, you want to chat a little bit about your live as well? Because I know you're retooling, but you want to talk about it, friend?
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay.
For typically what I talk about when I'm on live is I created a framework and it really helps individuals walk through their self-awareness journey by being able to evaluate where they are on their journey. Take some self-compassion while you're doing the evaluation phase, because oftentimes things come up for you that you're not really aware of. And I talk about the invisible suitcase. And then I try to get people to embrace whatever comes up with some self-compassion. And then we move into the evolution, the becoming. And so we go through evaluation, we go through embracing, we go through evolve. And we do all of that in the back of our minds, thinking about that each of us are on our way in some part of the journey of being, becoming, and belonging. And oftentimes when we say we're triggered by something or someone, I share with people that is, if you're a faith-based individual, or even if you're not, when you're triggered by someone or something, it's God telling you or giving you a glimpse into something that you need to work on, something that He's working on in you. And you can use that just like we use data on TikTok to make a data-informed decision about where you are and how you show up in spaces and places as part of your journey of self-awareness. And so when I was going live earlier in the year when I first started, those were the processes and the frameworks that I was working everyone through as part of the live experience. And so I'm still doing that, but I'm not really going live right now because my schedule is all over the place. Initially, I was going live in the mornings at 9 a.m. from 9 to 11, and then I moved it to 6 a.m. and then my schedule has kind of, disrupted things a little bit again. And so I'm revamping, but the gist of what I just stated is what I will be talking about when I do go live.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Well, you're doing voice chats too. Are you still doing that?
Yes, I'm doing the voice chats at 9:45 Central Standard Time. Usually I'm on a little bit earlier or a little bit later.
Okay.
But yes, I do the voice chats currently, and I've been in the process of recording guided meditations.
Mm.
I've written some out, and I'm trying to put into music so that I can use my own guided meditation and get set up as a music artist.
Oh,
Yes, so
nice.
still doing that.
Nice. I like that. Okay. You'll be part of the next year. You'll be part of the talent league for Live Fest. I love that.
For guided meditations. You don't want me to sing.
Hey, me neither. Y'all want me to sing neither. But no, I appreciate that. Wow, that's awesome. Um, so with this particular feature, I know I am Yolanda Marie. You were also doing your panel boxes for the Toastmasters battle, box battles that you were doing, which I thought it was a great idea. I know you're retooling now, but I do think that's a great idea to get people to kind of get comfortable public speaking and connecting with folks and sharing a topic that they're passionate about.
Yes, and I haven't given up on it. I just need to be able to get it out there a little bit more, but I don't want to push it back out a little bit currently until get a schedule set again.
Okay. Okay.
But I do have a new series that I think lunchtime is going to work,
Okay.
and it's called Bits and Bites,
Okay. Okay.
and it's a lunchtime series. And there's a book by what's her name? Marshawn Evans Daniels,
Okay.
and it's called Believe Bigger.
Mm.
And so we're going to be reading a variety of different books that I've selected right now, about 4 different books. So we'll be reading and going through the books and having discussions on the books and what they mean and how they show up in our life. And so there'll be faith-based mindset and leadership books that we're going to be going through and kind of talking over during lunchtime. So that 11 to 1 is what I kind of have set aside.
Okay.
And 11 because Eastern Standard, 12 because Central Standard, and also because that's the popular hour as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Awesome. So it's almost like a book club type experience.
Yes.
And Kim said, I heard
Yes.
that's a good book. Yeah.
Yes. And the plan was to kick it off this week, but I didn't get all the pieces that the outline. So the plan is to start it on Monday,
Okay.
this upcoming Monday.
All right. Nice. Nice. And that's going to be doing noon. So it's like an hour session you're going to do, kind of like a lunchtime break.
Yes, it'll be a lunchtime. It'll be about an hour, maybe an hour or 2, just kind of depending on the flow.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, definitely keep us posted. Share it out so people know about it. And come
I
back
will.
in.
I'm creating some promo content for my page
Okay.
that I'll be able to share out hopefully this weekend. That's the plan.
Awesome. Awesome. You Trina T said you just gave her the idea to use the book that she wrote, that she's written. So that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yes.
We got multiple authors in the room.
And that's what I'm gearing up to. I'm
Okay.
trying to build community around books as well because once I finish, I have 2. Once I build enough community up and then finish those fully, then I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay. You wrote a book too? Is that what you mean by?
Yes, I have 2. I have a journal and I have an actual book
Okay. Look at you. Nice.
based on the E3 framework that I created and the self-awareness. All of those pieces are in the book.
Nice. I love that. Okay. Awesome. All right. Trisha T, did you want to chat, friend?
Not really,
What? Why
but
not?
Ethan actually was tapping my screen and accidentally hit the request button. But I guess this is God's way of telling me stop hiding in the shadows.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm putting you in a hot seat. You got a countdown, 3 minutes. You got it.
Well, I'm Trisha T, Lynn's Legacy Kitchen. I go live cooking. I do pop-up lives for now, but my intention is to start going live daily starting in 2026.
Wow.
And in doing so, I will not be cooking daily, but I want to incorporate motivation and inspiration on certain days because that's really what my content is about, and refocus more on including more motivational and inspirational section because that's how I started with motivation, but food seemed to be taking over my page. I want to put back my motivation piece in there because I think a lot of people look forward to that as well in my content. But that's about it. I go cooking live just to keep my mother's legacy alive. That's why I named my page Lynn's Legacy Kitchen because most of my talents and gifts that I have, thanks Bloom for those let him cook stickers, gifts. um, it's just keep I learned from my mother, so I want to keep her legacy alive. And every time I go in the kitchen, it's me honoring her for blessing me with such gifts because she's as many of you may not know, my mother has Alzheimer's, so she doesn't remember anything right now. So this is my way of keeping her legacy alive. And every time I go into the kitchen, I tend to channel her, so to speak, even though she can't see or hear, she can't understand or see me doing it. It's my way of keeping her legacy alive. So therefore, that's why I named my cooking live Lynn's Legacy Kitchen. And Lynn is my mother's name for those that never knew this or never came into my life. That's why I named it Lynn's Legacy Kitchen. But that's just my passion and my drive to keep cooking daily. And I mostly focus on Jamaican cuisine, but I also make other dishes. Like last night, I made a jerk shrimp chow mein, which came out absolutely amazing. There was no leftovers. But that's about it.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, uh, Yolanda, I saw that there is a campaign. She put it in your TikTok as a cooking campaign going on right now. Did you see that? Did that show up in your inbox?
Nika Grace was telling me about that. I think it ends today. I think it was from the 2nd to the 5th.
I believe it did, and maybe today,
Yeah.
maybe it's something soon. You're right. It might have been today, but it was I guess a couple different creators you were supposed to go see and post about it and use the hashtag for it. So it was a real simple campaign too. So you might want to be on the lookout for some of that type of stuff.
I will
Yeah.
definitely do that.
Yeah. Your
But as you
schedule.
see, I enjoy cooking.
Yeah. We'll share your schedule real quick for others.
Dr. Lisa, you know I don't really have a schedule.
That's right. I forgot who I was talking to. My bad.
I do mostly go live on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I must say that sometimes I pop up in between, but I'm honest, I do every other day. So
Okay.
that's basically, yeah. Because on Sundays I normally have leftovers on Mondays, so I don't go live. I will cook Tuesday. Then I will have leftover from Tuesday. I'll cook Thursday. I have leftover from Thursday, which I don't have leftovers today, but today's my day off.
I heard that. Yeah. All right.
And I will pop up tomorrow.
Well, and then Sundays you do. It's been like almost every Sunday you've done that breakfast where it's not breakfast, but it's the morning time before you go to church and you cook dinner.
Prepare dinner, yes. I haven't done that like 2 Sundays in a row now. Maybe I'll pop up this Sunday.
Okay. Okay.
See, Dr. Lisa, you didn't even miss me.
Well, no, I did. You know, the Thanksgiving holiday fell in there. So, yeah. So, I did. I was like, she does the Sundays. Her room is rooming. She has a lot of people that will come and they just want to see what's in the pot, what's on the stove, what is she cooking. So definitely stop by. She is building a community where they become more engaging. So it seems like people are asking questions and chatting a lot more in your live. So I think we've seen that. Is that true?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yes, they are. There's more engagement happening.
Okay. But yeah, she has like hundreds in the room at any given time. So her room kind of goes up and down, ups and down. But there are a lot of people there trying to see what's going on that stove. Um, so thank you for popping up. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ethan, for hitting your mama's phone and making her come up.
Yeah, thanks, Ethan. That's in the works too, Yolanda. I am working on creating an e-cookbook, which I want to launch next year as well. So stay tuned. More to come.
Okay, yeah. I was teasing it. Well, I wasn't teasing. I mean, it's the truth. You got a lot of recipes. You've done a nice job of showing all your different options for cooking, different side dishes, main dishes, and you've done video content for it, photos. So you have all of it. Pretty much, you just need to create the actual book because it's all there. So hopefully, we'll see that soon in the beginning of the year. All right, friends. Anybody else want to come up? Let me, Favor, you were up here. You didn't chat at first. Let me know if you want to chat about your live stream one more time. And I know there's a few other of our new friends. I've learned that there's a max of 6. So we got 6. So I got to rotate some folks out. But if some people want to come up and just share a little bit about, you said I'll drop. Okay. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate your friend.
I'll drop too, because I need to get my setup for my 6 o'clock anyway.
All right. See you in a little bit. Take care. All right, friends.
If you need to borrow my box as well, Dr. Lisa, you can.
Okay, friend. I think we had I'm gonna accept our friend Trainer. How are you, friend? Come on in. And Favorite, you ready? You wanna chat?
Yes, I'll go again. So my name is Favor RT Nikki, aka Nikki. So my platform is basically for students who are in the respiratory therapy program to show them how to succeed in the classroom, how to succeed in clinicals. I also offer study guides for them. Whenever someone DMs me for advice or any questions, I turn it into a video so that they can always refer back to. And that's the gist of what my platform is.
Okay. And then okay, so let's go back to your live stream. So you're going live, voice chat, and you're looking at offering some more regular lives for your respiratory therapy students. You went live today even.
Yes, today. Pop up mostly because of my schedule.
Okay. And then the voice chats, is that more consistent or no?
No, it's same thing with the voice chats also. It's mostly pop-ups for that as well.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you, friend. Appreciate you chatting with us. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Trainer V, you came back for us, friend. You wanted to chat some more? You had some questions, or did you want to come up and talk about what you're doing?
Yes, ma'am. I tried to go in and set some settings in the live.
Yeah.
And you remember I had asked earlier about, let me see if I can turn this music down. I had asked earlier about the heart that you just did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find out how to do that.
Okay, so let me show you. Let's do this. We'll do a show and tell from my other account. You're gonna, when you go live, there's always a bar at the bottom for live host. One of those things look like a wand. It's like a little pencil type symbol. And so that's what you're clicking. And that's where, hold on one second. Uh-oh. Moving too fast. Um, so let's see. Let's go live. So when you're here,
Oh, so you actually have to go into the live.
yes. Well, let me take that back. So here, let's start here. Effects.
Mm-hmm.
This is the effects with that little smiley face.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to search, you can search with that little hourglass thing. And if you search the word um, heart, hold on, I'm trying to do it backwards. Heart. Typing too fast. Heart gesture. So I typed in the word, I started writing the word heart gesture, but it's that one.
Okay.
So heart gesture, and then there's a couple different ways when you do like that. You can do it like that, or you do the hand heart symbol. It'll pop up for you. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna do it. No, maybe not. So yeah, it's heart gesture by TikTok. That's what it is. So it's in the one, and then you ask the other way to do it. Hello, friends. I'm just doing a test live real quick. I'm gonna come off. Appreciate you. Come over to my regular live. Dr. Lisa, launch your income. I'll be over there. Thank you. How you doing, Diamond? And D-Rob. All right. Hey, friends. I'm on the regular live. I'm gonna come over. I was just showing something. So let's see. So when I end that live, let's go here. If you're in the settings, really quickly, hold on. Is it settings? No, it's going to enhance. You see the little wand there?
Okay, I did see that. Yeah.
My screen.
I think I can find it now.
Hold on. Is it there? No, wait a minute. Not when you go here. Hold on. It's going to be under settings, I think. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I thought you were able to do it before you went live. You used to be able to do it before you went. Oh, it's right in my face. Effects. Right in my face. Because the symbol's already there because we set it before. And that's how you can do it before you're live. So it's right there on the screen. You see the word effects.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I don't want the noise of the clapping hands. Because that can be a little distracting sometimes.
Yes.
So.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. So you said the noise of the clapping hands. That's different. That's a sound effect.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
Yeah. You don't have to do sound effects. I mean, the hand gesture, that's fine. Sound effects, you got to be careful with sound effects because they can be overused. Don't get me wrong, they can be overused, and they take over the sound when you're talking. So you almost got to let the effect finish doing what it's doing and then talk because people can't hear you. But I think there's times when it's appropriate where you clap, cheer.
It is.
Yeah. So.
Because I noticed that there's a lag time sometimes, and the person starts talking and you can't hear them.
Exactly.
And they don't know it, I don't think.
No, the host. A lot of times you'll see a lot of hosts. They'll continue to have that conversation while the sound effects happening, and they don't know that it's taking over the sound of their microphone. Yeah. So.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Did you want to share again with some different people in the room? And then my other friends in the room, Nika, Bloom, do y'all want to come up? Anybody else? Diana, do y'all want to come up? Because these are people who are going live and about to start their live journey. So feel free to come up as well. Do you want to share your live? Trainer D? I'll put you in the hot seat. There we go.
So I have done about 5 lives, I think, and right now I'm trying to find my rhythm, and I got a lot going on. I have my own business, and of course, Dr. Lisa, you know that takes a lot. And I'm on a lot of other platforms because I have a podcast that I do. I have I'm writing constantly. I just did 2 ebooks this week, and just doing I'm doing a lot. I'm trying to again find my rhythm. But what I do on Wednesdays is I call it Winning Wednesdays. And my goal in my heart is to motivate people. It's all about my tagline is making life happen with Trainer V. And what I talk about is motivating people to live life to the fullest. And we talk about anything that's hindering us from keeping us from moving forward and being our best selves. Like I can't think of her names, but she was just talking about. And this week we had an amazing conversation about boundaries. And I think I'm going to stay on that vein, especially now that it's the holidays. And, you know, when we all get together around the holidays, people tend to crush and bypass those boundaries. And then, you know, we need to deal with that. And so we're going to talk about how to make boundaries or reestablish boundaries and exercise those boundaries without being without losing in a relationship. Because the thing that we talked about Wednesday, and I discovered this that one day just in meditation, and it was like, you know what, the Bible tells me that the fruit of the Spirit is kindness. It tells me to be kind. It didn't tell me to be nice. There's a difference. And so we talked a lot about that. And so people were like, wait, what? I thought they were the same thing. It's like, no, I'm not talking about being mean, but there's a difference between kind and being nice. You can be kind and tell the truth. And that is establishing boundaries. And so we talked a lot about that. So just having these eye-opening moments and helping people to really enjoy life. And what I also discovered about myself is that the things that I do and the stories that I tell, there's a definition that I'm a storyteller because I talk a lot about my lived experiences because I'm a visual learner and I love to paint people pictures so they can see what I'm talking about. And so in doing that, it's like I tell a lot of my life stories. And so when I do that, it's like, oh, now I get it. I can see it better. So not only am I helping them discover, I'm also discovering. So we learn and grow together. And it is actually extremely exciting. And I get great joy and pleasure out of it. So Winning Wednesdays is something that I came up with. And I'm going to keep doing that at noon. So I send out a post saying, you know, bring your lunch, come sit down and let's talk. Just have lunch with me. Because that's something I used to do in corporate America. When we got during COVID, I used to sit down with my coworkers and the people that I used to manage. I said, okay, today we're gonna have lunch together online. Yeah. And so I just brought it over to TikTok.
I love that. Awesome. So, Coach Jessie, you got filtered, but I unfiltered you. So she's gonna connect with you, Trainer V. She was there. I would love the chat. So that's awesome. So you're just what's your schedule again? Winning Wednesdays is noon. What's the other time?
Noon.
Noon is your regular go live time. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm also going to be doing some other pop-ups because I had so much fun on that one. When I find the time I want to do it on a regular though. So when I find the time to schedule, I want to do maybe 3 a week. And so I'll find different times to do that, and I'll post it on my wall or wherever. But I am going to start going live more often. So yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, because the thing of it is, when I didn't quit work, and I quit work to work. So yeah, this I'm more busy now than I was when I was going to 9 to 5.
We won't talk about that, but yes. I think people don't realize, yes, that is the misnomer that you can just, have the same schedule as you did when you were working a 9 to 5. You are definitely busier. You're wearing all the hats and trying to get something going and build momentum. So, yeah, but it's important to put in that time early on. Yeah, so you can hopefully see it, plant those seeds and see things grow. Um,
Mhm.
Miss K Latte, thank you for sharing with us great information. You're welcome. Do you want to come up, Miss K Latte? Nika Grace, I didn't know if you wanted to come up because you're going live tonight. So this might be a good time to share your live, what you're doing for your live tonight. I think she's doing a special event. She's in round 3 of Live Fest. And so she's doing a whole setup. I don't know if she has time though. Bloom, do you want to come up? Because I know you got some stuff you're doing with moving and your book and your website, the things that you're doing there. So there's a lot of great stuff that's happening. I think I get the pleasure of hearing about a lot of stuff that you guys are doing. So love that. Coach Jesse, you coming up too? Come on up, friend. And then Miss K Latte, let me know as well. And anybody else, Diana. Okay, gathering information at this time. Okay, okay, perfect.
You can
Hello.
drop me if you need to, Dr. Lisa.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Hello,
Hey.
friend.
Hi, I don't remember if I talked about the mentorship program this morning. I couldn't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I definitely didn't want to miss that because that's a big to do that I'm rolling out. So so if you want to, do I have to do the 3 minute again or just tell?
Well,
Okay,
let's
so
get to talking.
never
Get to
mind.
talking.
I
Your
think
time
it's
is ticking.
I think going okay. Okay. Well, my name is Miss Jessie. Well, my name is Jessie, but Miss Jessie motivates as well as Coach Miss Jessie. I am a certified life coach and concentrate on in the areas of confidence and unhealed traumas. And I do specialize in speaking with women, for women, and to women. So, with that being said, I have added not only the expansion of business in a bag and learning about digital products, which is what I'm literally working in right now, dropping to make available for folks. But I also added the component of the mentorship program. So with the mentorship program, it is being built in school as we speak. And I'm setting up the room in the place in the space for the women to come in to have off definitely off of here so that we can connect on a deeper level and have a place where we can chat and we can build relationships and also have some monthly calls and all of the things. It has been a long time coming, and I've taken quite a few detours around, and each time it brings me back to my same purpose. So it's like no matter how far I try to go into something different, God pulls me back into the purpose that I didn't ask for. It actually found me. So, with that being said, and being a good steward over it, I'm building it out, and I'm also utilizing all of my many years of experience in corporate America, which I have been out of for the past 8 years due to disability, and utilizing all of those tools and skills. And I think last night I was given a little bit more detail about what I did and how I operated in the corporate world, and bringing that corporate information right here into my business because I poured my sweat, blood, and tears, and time, life, all of that in corporate America, and it left me when I needed it. It left me. So I had to start from the bottom, and I'm still building my way back up to my business. But one of the biggest news that I dropped that I shared in which was I didn't even realize how much of a hesitation that this was in my life was that due to my illness and the fact the diagnosis came such as a hard punch, I actually didn't realize that I was more existing than living. And what that basically means is that I wasn't really planning the way I thought I was planning because I really did not know and think I would be here today. And the saddest part about that is in my mind, that is how I've been living and that's how I've been operating because I kept saying, like, why can't I get further than this? And that's what makes you know that when whatever you think, that is what really manifests in my mind when I went to sleep at night. Even though I did not know if I would wake up the next morning or not, my mindset says I'm not even gonna be here in 5 years, so I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm not even gonna make it here really like next week. So why do I need to have next week plans? And so that's another thing I'm gonna be working on with the women in my mentorship program, because that hinders us from moving forward, and it also stops our growth and we get stuck in a rut. So I don't want to spend time on, past the 3 minutes, but it's a mentorship program that's going to be really near and dear to me, because I really want to help pull us out and really talk to the hearts of stagnation and stillness and staleness. Don't nobody want stale potato chips, so why would you want your life to be stale? So that is a big thing for me, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm launching it December 15th, and the doors will be open, and that's what I'm setting up right now. And I'm really, really excited. And thank God for the therapy that I decided to go back to do, because it's really helping me in taking a really look at my life and my mindset and everything that I've been leaving behind because of me thinking that there's no need to plan because I'm not going to be here.
Right, right. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. And at the end of the day, we are all here to have an impact, and you're definitely having an impact. So that's awesome. You're doing that for your community too. There are many people who are struggling with what next for them, and often feel like they're a product of their current circumstances, and they don't see a way past that. So that's good that you're going to be helping people in that way.
Yeah, the diagnosis, when you get a diagnosis, it's almost like if you're not careful, you like, I feel like that May 17th, not only did my life change, I feel like I unalived in myself, because all of the changes and the shifts in the new life, you don't realize, even though you're not maybe intentionally doing it, but you don't realize that it really has put you in a bubble or in a box where although I thought, oh, I'm living, but no, I was more or less existing, and not living and enjoying life to the fullness thereof, just stuck, stuck in a rut and still kind of like mourning the old life. And it's like, you're not going to get that life. And do you really want that? But and learning how to live with what you got today and celebrating the how far you've come from what they actually even said that you wouldn't be able to do.
Right.
So
Right. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing that. So, and your go live time, say it one more time for everybody.
so it's 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope I can I hope I can have a few of my ebooks in there. I have so many ebooks and so many things in Canva, and I'm trying to get them into that doggone stand store. I was looking to do a funnel doc, and I was like, I cannot take another hour of school tonight. I mean, not school, but like literally school on like YT trying to learn that. And I said, I don't have the mental capacity. So I'm going back to Stan and just see if I could just drop them in there quickly, because I think they are quickly. Are they? Can you drop stuff in quickly?
I mean, for the most part, I mean, it's pretty easy to create a new tile and a thumbnail, and then add a description and stuff. Hold on one second.
What is a thumbnail?
Yeah, you gotta create a thumbnail. I had to pause because my phone needs to be charged. But yeah, so it's not too challenging. But it does take time because you have to put the description and make sure the description is what you want it to say, and make sure you have the product attached to it, and then there's a confirmation email that you have to put. So there's a little bit of steps to it, but for the most part, it's pretty straightforward, very intuitive on Stan.
Oh, okay. Well, it might be Monday.
Yeah.
Because I'm
What's Stan? Stan is Stan is a what do you call it? A paywall type platform where you can create a way for your digital products to be available for people. Digital or whatever your solutions are, whatever digital. I'll say digital products in general, in the broad terms, because it could be your ebook, it could be your um, other link in bio type stuff. You might have videos that you're offering. You may have one-on-one consultations you're doing. So it's the services, products and services you're offering. So Stan is a platform for that. So you can have people go there and get your services. Do you use most people? Stan is one, Beacon is another, Go High Level. There's several of them out there. So a lot of people talk about Beacon as an option that they use. School, SKOOL, is also another one actually. So it's a paywall behind that one as well.
But school, I didn't see where you can like put digital products in like pay. Unless I missed that.
That
Oh, is
may
that with the other plan?
that may be with the other plan. See, I told you I don't know all the details between the new plan. That $9 one is newer, new as in like I think it launched maybe in the last couple months, if that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's new.
yeah, so
It's really
I don't know exactly. I know there's some limitations, some significant limitations, but that may be one of them where you don't have the paywall that you can do.
No, I do. I do have the options to have a what they call the freedom, and where
Okay.
you can have a you can do
Like a freebie.
your you could no you no
Mm.
for actually your room in school. You can do where it's a free access for the basic, and then create another level for those that will be paying. So then it looks like when somebody look up your mentorship program, it says free, but when they actually go, it gives them the two options, and the
Gotcha.
basic is free, and then the second one is premium. And you also remember I said I didn't know why your name that was saying that I was invited by you.
Hmm.
So I learned that too. I learned that um, because I'm in your group, and I'm in UBC group, and your group was the last group I was in when I went to go create my community. It went to the person's group that you were just in last. And so because you were the one, so it says Lisa invited you, and then also you get 40% a month from the profit of of the group that I created,
Mm.
even though you didn't give me an affiliate link.
Oh.
And so I remember I kept telling you I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I went to go look it up. So that's what happened.
Mm. Okay, I'll take a look at it too. I don't know anything about that. That's okay, I guess.
Yeah,
Is that part of
I
the
didn't
not?
know that either. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, but I mean, right now you ain't gonna get nothing because I ain't got nothing yet.
But
Okay,
okay.
but you know what? But it says that you give it's 40% um a month, even though you can do affiliate link, but because it says invited by you,
Okay.
it has
So Pal's on here. She's saying a couple things too. So Pals, you want to come over to the TT and come up in the boxes and talk? Because I guess I wanted to make sure I understood
Oh,
because
find
I have
out.
follow-up
Yeah.
questions.
Oh.
She's on the YT chatting. So she's saying hobby and freedom. She said something about that, and then she also said
Yes.
she explained the referral program, I guess. I'm sure.
Yes.
She said sure, be there in a second. She's so funny.
Yes.
Be there in a sec. And then Trainer B,
Yeah.
you said you said you have your materials, your service, your consultations on your website. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. And then I saw your message. I need to respond to you, so I'm gonna get back to you when I get off here. But you're saying because of that, you are trying to see should you do some other ways of doing it. I would probably tell you. I mean, I have to kind of see what you're doing, but I would say probably what you're doing is fine. That'd be my first thought. If you already have a paywall where people can go on your website and purchase stuff and, you know, that's pretty much the main thing. You want to make sure that people have access to your resources and can buy. So yeah, so you're probably just fine, depending on what you're trying to do. Hey pals, did you request? Let's see, I think I saw you fly in. I'm inviting you, friend. Hey friend.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, I think just what I was saying was that, like, if you are, for example, in somebody's school community and then you go to like create one, they automatically get that. Or I guess like the last person whose school community you were in, and then you go to create one, they automatically get that like credit, I guess.
According to school.
So it's not, yeah. So you don't have to like go like find an affiliate link. School's just like, well, you came from here, so we're gonna assume.
That's how you learned
That's
about
what
it.
I was
Gotcha.
doing. I had asked Dr. Lisa, I'm like, did you give me a link or something? Because I didn't understand why it had said her name. I was like, oh, well, maybe she didn't. I didn't realize it. So I couldn't understand it either. And that's how I found it. And it was like, and I was like, oh. And then it says that you will get the 40% a month. But what happened is, because they give you the 2 weeks free before you get charged the $9. So right now I'm still on like my 2 weeks of creating it. So it doesn't actually start the $9. I think actually, as a matter of fact, on Monday it will be, and then when that starts happening, then it'll be like the 40% a month for the community. That that I don't know. That's good. You ain't do nothing.
No, that sounds great.
The
Sherelle,
other difference.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. I was gonna respond to a comment. So I was trying to make sure I understood the question, but go ahead and finish because I think this is gonna take us in a different direction.
I was gonna say the other differences between the hobby and the pro is the hobby you don't get a custom URL. You don't get you can't hide like suggested communities. And then there's also like advanced analytics and stuff that you don't get access to. There's also plugins. So like there are certain plugins within, like when you create a school community, that you can toggle on. For example, if you wanted to have members be able to be automatically accepted into the community, you can't do that with a hobby. There are a lot of other, not a lot, there's a few other different things like Google Ads tracking, that kind of stuff that's only for pro. Oh, and the fee. I think for every sale you make for pro, I think it's like 2%.
Yeah.
And then for hobby it's like 10. But for the most part, like most of the features are the same.
Yes, not a whole lot. That's really that much for the $9. You know.
Right. Be aware of who's in your community. Don't let people automatically join. Well, if that is not a feature you can manipulate, definitely go back and check, because I had easily in my process, and I'm pro, I had maybe about 5 people join or a request to join, and they were not in the agency. So that was pretty telling. There was easily 5, and I'm like, well, how did they find out about it? Because I do have it closed, and I have it as a so I don't have it available. So somehow they still see it, I guess. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's me here in the live and I talk about it, and maybe they found it. I'm not sure, but I did have people request to join, and clearly they were not an agency.
What I did do with mine was I did create the questions that they have to answer the questions.
Yes, those questions too. Yep.
I created the questions.
That's how I knew they weren't with the agency, because they answer the questions all wrong. I was like, wait a minute, these are not questions that you would have known that you clearly are not here for the right reason.
I imagine that the suggested communities, like but you have pro.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
So I don't know. Maybe again, I'm not sure how they came across it, but they clearly weren't somebody who came through TikTok in this way. Um, so let's see. Let's see. Sure Beauty, you said I need to put up more product services. If I have a website, should I post that in my bio? Yes, you should post that in your bio. Yeah. How you doing, Deals? Thank you. Running is a blessing. You wanted to know what the 60 represents in the number. The 60 is gifting that's happened. Somebody sent coins. Those are considered points. And points. So right now, Char Beauty just sent Pals one, so she has a 1 now. So those are gifts that people sent, and it represents points because TikTok, when you come off the live, they'll get monetized based on that, but it's not coin for coin. So that's why TikTok words it as points when you see your summary once you come down, and so you get a percentage of that. Nika Grace, how you doing, friend? You came up. Hey. Hello.
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great. Did you want to?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. And then I was gonna, so really quickly, I know you're gonna talk. Let me ask Pals first, since she was up first. Do you want to give an intro real quick, Pals? Since you're up here, and then we're gonna have Nika give her intro.
Sorry. Nika could go so I can figure out what I'm in.
You're like, what am I gonna say? That's totally fine. Nika, you want to go, friend?
I mean, none of us really want to go, but
Whatever.
we're all like, what are we supposed to say?
Now you're on the screen. Now 3 minutes.
I am, yeah. 3 minutes. Okay. I'll take 2. I am a professional drum circle facilitator and sound medicine practitioner. Most of the work we do is in hospitals, skilled nursing, psychiatric lockdown, cancer treatment centers, memory care, drug treatment facilities, various hospitals. We also do retreats and a lot of conferences, mostly mental health conferences. I've been doing this work for almost 11 years. In March, it'll be 11 years. 12 years ago, much like Jesse, but for different reasons, like kind of had a wake-up call. When my son was taken by a hit-and-run driver, he had just turned 20 and had his whole life ahead of him. And I decided I didn't want to waste any more of my life in corporate America. So I didn't know what that meant and went on my healing journey and ran into my fiance, who was already doing this work and just loved what he was doing. We ended up connecting as a couple and became partners in our business. And we've been basically doing that ever since. So that's what I do. That's not what I've been doing on here. I've been doing makeup on here for the past few weeks because it's easy and I enjoy it. And I was somehow, by the grace of God, launched into this ridiculous campaign and have made it to round 3. And so I wasn't prepared to start going live, but I have been 3 or 4 times a day, so I've mostly just been doing makeup. Tonight, I rented a space so I could do my entire setup of my sound medicine, and I will be doing that from 8 p.m. Eastern until midnight, and hopefully getting a little further in this round 3.
Awesome.
That's it. 2 minutes. Told you.
No. I have questions. So, so now with you being in round 3, what is going to be your regular live schedule? Are you going to do pop-ups, or are you going to try to do a set time, day and time?
I'm going to try to do evenings because that's when we are in a travel trailer. We travel 6 months out of the year. And the other 6 months we spend in sunny Phoenix during the winter. So we're in a travel trailer that's very small, so I can't really, it doesn't have an extra room. So I really need for Andrew to be out of the house when I'm live. It's just a lot easier for me because he's very loud. And he can't walk quiet, he can't sit up and down quiet. It's very loud. So he'd play football every night. So I was thinking I could do nights while he's gone.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's fine.
probably about 8 Eastern time.
Okay. Okay. That's good. So,
That's what I'm thinking.
all right. Sounds great. Sounds great. Do you think you're going to continue with the sound healing? That's the goal, or is that the goal? Thank you for
Thank you,
Nika.
Brooke.
Yeah.
I would like to, we're trying to figure out what that looks like as far as space.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
okay. Okay. Well, looking
I
forward
would
to
like to
tonight.
at least incorporate it. Maybe it's not every night, but
The drum that you shared in the live as the giveaway, is that something that could be played indoors or no? The acoustics is still off with it being
the tone drum, yeah.
yeah.
And it's smaller, but I have I have gongs and gong stands I have a 42-inch gong and a 36-inch gong, an 18-inch gong, and those require a lot of space. And I have 14 Tibetan bowls and gonging bowls and crystal bowl, and it just requires a kind of elaborate setup.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Sounds great. So what time tonight again? 8 o'clock Eastern to midnight?
8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
And it's on my profile if anyone wants to register.
Okay. Awesome. Deals. You're welcome, friend. Thank you. Deals, aka Glam. Did you want to chat, friend? You want to share something about your live?
Hi.
Hi. So what we're doing is
Hug. I have a child that's 20, so I couldn't even imagine.
oh yeah, Nika. Yeah, that's heartbreaking. She shared it in her early life journey, and definitely definitely heartbreaking. I got 20-year-olds too, 20 and 21. So yeah, it's definitely devastating.
Conversation, but yeah. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. I thought Pals was next.
How's you go next? So here's what I taught today. Today's lesson was all about the multi-guest panels in the sense that you can put the timer up, you can make the person the center of the screen, just kind of thinking about how to leverage your panels a little more and differently. The board down here as a way to message what your panel's about. So it's just letting people see different features and stuff that are available with using the multi-guest panels. You can turn off where the host gets an extra reward for any gifting that happens on the panels. You can make the panels different layouts depending on what you're trying to offer. And then there's the countdown feature, and that's what you saw where Nika, once the countdown starts, she was the person that was on the main screen, and then when her countdown ended, she went back into the panel. So that's another way to kind of manage, whatever the discussion is.
Yeah.
So
So
that's-
I knew all of that except for the part about turning off the host reward. How do you do that? I didn't even know there was an option to do that.
It is. And I got an inquiry right now into my point of contact to determine what is the actual percentages, because I'm hearing different amounts. And so I wanted to make sure we had the right information. So let me go to my
Also, question. If you turn that off, who gets the difference? Does it go to TikTok or does it go to the guest?
So that was part of my clarity questions too. So there's a frequently asked question platform that we can go to. That question was there in terms of what's the percentage. So here I'm gonna say what the percentage is. I wanted clarity about this because I wanted to make sure I said it to you all correctly. That's why I was kind of debating should I share what that spreadsheet has on it, or should I get clarity first? But I'll share it. So here's what they said on this spreadsheet. Actually, the guest. So what happens in our live when we end our live? This is what I think is the math on it. When we end our live, TikTok says our estimated rewards for AV Live hosts through the Scale Live rewards. TikTok has already taken their percentage out. So I think the way they put this on the spreadsheet is after TikTok has taken their percentage. So anything you see calculated here is after TikTok. So what it says is that the guest gets 70%, according to the spreadsheet, and the live host gets 30. So there's a 70-30 split. If you turn that off, I think the guests would get all of it. That was my clarity question because I'm not sure how that math works, but it says that the guests would get all of it. I'm assuming after TikTok has taken their cut. Does that make sense? So that's my understanding. So it's supposed to be a 70-30 split. And so the guest gets the majority. But again, I don't think the math works that way.
So remember when I was supposed to do the back look at it afterwards that day?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
You think it is 70-30?
Yeah, it is.
So you're saying as a live host you got 30 and the guest got 70? You got a 70? Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I did it from being the live host, and I also did it from that day when I was on your panel. I think I had like 101 at the top in the coin counter.
Okay.
So it was 70-30.
You think it was 70? Okay. Well, you said was. So that spreadsheet does say 70-30. It does say 70-30. So if you want to turn that off, I'm gonna go live on my shop account, and I'll show you. It's actually when you click the two people. Has anyone
So you
tried
do
this?
it after you go live.
Well, once you're doing it here, and you're and you're gonna go to the settings. So this is before you even bring the boxes up.
Okay.
It's this feature here. Let me flip it around.
Oh, I saw that. I don't know. That wasn't there before.
Yeah, it's been there. There's multi-guest extra rewards.
That was
TikTok.
there before September?
Yes, it was. It's been there for a minute.
I don't remember seeing that.
So if you turn it on, that means that you're getting the extra. You're getting that 30%. So it says TikTok rewards your contributions for arranging a multi-guest live. By turning this off, you may not get any extra rewards for that multi-guest live.
Yeah.
So that's what you toggle on and off. I turned mine off for this live. For people who do the games, box battles, stuff like that. I mean, it just depends on what your live is about. I'm not saying it's up to you.
People are like, I ain't turning that off.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. So again, it's like a hosting fee. So that person wouldn't have gotten any of those rewards unless that box battle or that experience happened. So you can think about how you turn it on and off. It's totally up to you. Something like this, I'm like, okay, you know what? This makes sense. I want you guys to introduce yourself. There's no point in me getting any extras. I know Trader V talked about doing a prayer line and having prayer requests. Again, you wouldn't necessarily want to do extras for that. So, but again, it's up to you. Like when it comes down to how you operate your live stream, that is 100% your prerogative, and you have to make a decision that's best for you and your community. I just would say explain it to them because I think more people are doing multi-guests and they don't understand that there is potentially a hosting fee, a hosting cut, maybe I should say it that way.
Like mad when they found out. I'm like, don't shoot the messenger. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just giving you the information.
Well, and on top of it, they can go live.
Yeah, on their own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the reality. If people feel like entitled to that point, go live.
Yeah.
Go live.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like a finder's fee in a way because depending on that person's live, if they have like a really big audience,
Yes.
people are able to find you. So, you just got to have a mentality to do it, and be okay with the choice you make. That's what I said.
Exactly. Like you said, people finding you, you're getting exposure, people gifting just because of you and what you're saying, people coming through and supporting the live stream because of that live stream. And so just recognizing, where there was an opportunity and how to support. You know, so again, I don't tell people how to operate, so it's totally up to you in terms of turning it on or turning it off.
I know
Question.
What's-
Go ahead, sorry.
exposure. That's
Yeah.
one thing I do know. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Coach Jesse, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Yeah, so is that like something you think like people will start asking about because like they'll learn obviously these features, or is it something you think that we disclose? Like how do you like what do you think about that? Like some
Well, there's an education piece here, just like running is a blessing. She said, "What are those numbers? What does that mean?" There's a lot of people don't even know that they're getting rewards for that.
Yeah. I do a disclosure though. I tell
Mhm.
everybody. I
Yeah,
don't just
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like do you make a do disclosure and like disclaimer?
I
Because
think
I'm sure as people start learning, they'll start asking.
yeah, and I think you as a live host need to come up with your stance on it. So if your stance is saying I yes there is in my room, here's what we're doing, I turned it on, or yes in my room, here's what we're doing, I turned it off. Yeah, you just have to be able to say, okay, here's why I do what I do, and then when you come in my boxes, here's what you're gonna get. You know, it's just like anybody's life. Everybody's life is different, and so people will make a decision on if they want to be in the boxes or not, or support or not. Um, so
I imagine also if somebody knows about the feature and they're asking that question, they could also just lead with, "Hey, can we co-host?" as opposed to being a guest. If they already know that's a feature, you know if you co-host, you're getting whatever you received. So
you're in your room, you're a live host. You're right to that point. But there's a lot of people, I think, Pals, you're thinking of it from like, okay, you're comfortable toggling between being a guest or a live host. There's a lot of people who don't go live and they've only been guest. So, hey, Dr. Johnson, how you doing, friend? So, because of that, I would say the person who's a guest needs to understand, you know, the rules and the parameters for that particular live host. And people set up their room the way they want to set it up. So if you want to be in their boxes, just understand that that may be how the room goes. I never ask the question, and I've known that for a minute that I'm not getting 100% when it comes to being a guest. But if I choose to be a guest in your room, I'm okay with that. So I see it as yeah, that's part of how this goes. But there are people who are absolutely offended by it. Like, how dare you?
yeah, and it's so funny because like I was just I had got off of a panel and then well she closed and I don't remember what happened. I think I put my phone down. So when she closed, you know how it pushes you to another live. And then the person kept on trying to request me to come up. And I'm like, I don't even know who you are. And I'm like, decline. And then I'm trying to look at her page and listen, just to see what's going on in here. And then she did it like 2 more times. And I was just like, please stop doing that. I'm trying to look around. She was like, oh, no worries, no worries. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why are you doing that? Let me see who you are first. You've never seen me before. It's my first time.
Right. Interesting.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to do that.
I think the feature does that whole invite as a guest. I don't know what that is. I wonder if that's when people are coming by your room and it says say hi. Remember how you tap the hi button?
Well, no, Doc. There's
Where?
this guy every day, a few times a day. I get these invites, like I'm randomly wherever, and it buzzed off like it's an invitation, like literally for me to come in. But I'm minding my business. I don't need. But it's the same guy.
So you think it's popping up in his feed, like where it says invite as a guest, and he's just clicking that?
I don't know when. I really don't know. All I know
Hmm.
is I get it like several times in the day while I'm on here.
Wow.
And it just keeps coming. It's the one guy. I
Hmm.
mean, I don't know. Maybe he wants to holler out. Maybe he's still here. I don't know, but I don't know. But still, I'm like, why? Why you keep requesting me? I don't even know you.
Yeah, I know they have something new has been popping up. Um,
Oh, Dr. Justin, look at you.
I took a screenshot of it. I'm look on my other phone. If I see it, I'm gonna send it to you, Dr. Lisa, because I was like, why does that keep popping up? But about that, what she was talking about, it was about the the request.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, why do people do that? I don't know you.
Right. Interesting.
You
So-
know who only lives in my head.
No, we don't
How
care.
high?
Hold on.
You said the short stuff does that, so you can ask her. She does the request like that? What do you mean, Trisha T? I'm assuming that's what you're saying. She sends requests. Thank you, Jenny, for the follow. Dr. Johnson, your question about boards. Are you talking about the board for the multi-panel, or are you talking about the board up here? Which one? The upper or the lower? Let me know which board you were referring to. Two different boards. You can access them in the same area. With two different purposes. Yes, for the lower. Okay, the lower board. The lower board is your panel, your multi-guest panel board. So if you are on your live screen, before you start your live, you can actually get to the upper or the lower. Pal's actually shared this with us, that it's available in your settings. So if you go to your settings wheel here, be nice. Okay, go to your settings wheel here. See board? You have the general board, which is the upper board. This is your general board for your live stream. Then you have the multi-guest board. That's where you get this lower board. They have some templates in here that you can select from. And then I created this hello template. Let me flip my screen so you can see it the right way. Then I created this hello template, but if you want to create your own special board, you're going to click the plus sign up here. You can create a multi-guest one, and it takes you to this screen. Once you create a board, like I created this hello, it'll be there for me to reuse this whenever I want to, or I can create a new one. And if I type on the screen, I can say, I don't know, goodbye. We'll say goodbye. So now that's on the screen, and I can make this wider. I can move it around in different places. I can make it enlarge it. I just took my fingers and enlarged it, and then I can change the color of the board. And so if I want my board to be blue. And then I also have images. You can pull images from your camera roll. So maybe you have an image that you created on Canva or some other place, and you download it to your camera roll, and you want that to be your image, you could. So right now, I just changed it to goodbye. Oh wow, okay, yes. Or if I want to do a image, let's see, let the images pop up. We'll do this. This is some Live Fest stuff that popped up earlier.
Why does it keep saying I don't have my thing now?
So now that's on my board. And if I save this, I can then, when I go live, I can pull it up and be on my board. I would say be careful because your boards have to do whatever language you put there. It has to follow the TikTok guidelines. So if I go here, I go to my settings, and then I go to board here. This is under the multi-guest area. I can pull up this board. I can pull up my hello. I can pull up my Live Fest thing, and I can make that, and we'll see. Will it let it come up? There it is as a board. And if I want this board to be expanded, it could be the main thing on my screen. Okay. And then I'm in the little box. And then same with my panel here. What'd you say?
What's that in the back?
What's what in the back?
That's your background picture? What is that?
This image here? Yeah, this is my board. It says goodbye. Remember I put the goodbye word there on there, so it made it all part of the image. I should delete the goodbye. But again, it's all there. And so I'm here. See me? Hey y'all. I'm in the little box in the corner. Okay. Yes, definitely going to use this for my conferences. Okay. There you go, friend.
Okay, so you do that. You just change the layout in order to get the board up there.
Yeah, the board is primary, just like right now. I'm about to make you primary. You're primary. Okay?
Oh.
If I take you down, I can shrink you, or I can make my board, because I have this little purple board here. I can make that expanded. So that's all I did here. It made the
But
word
you
stretch
see
out.
that. That's what I was going to say. You see how the words are now?
Yeah, but you would have to shrink your words so that it shows up on the screen. Yeah, so when I expand this, when I shrink it, you see how the words are expanded, even they're like really long. I would have to make them shorter so that it fits, kind of like the way I made goodbye in the middle.
Yeah.
I would have to do that. Yeah. Um so I can go back. I just shrunk it back down. So now the little image is there. Okay. Okay. Look at you. 3 months, Dr. Johnson. There we
That's
go.
in the room now, right?
You said what now?
That's in the room.
Yeah, this is my other phone. This is the shop page. Who's over here? Is
I'm
this?
saying it's a plant in here. Okay, I see the plant back
Oh, you
there.
see
I
my
was like,
background?
wait,
Yeah, there it is.
like, is it a background or something?
That's a real. That's my little plant. Yeah, so that's it. The little fake plant. Okay, so let me I'm gonna get off soon, y'all. Y'all got me. It's almost 7 o'clock. Okay, so deals and pals. Huh? I've been on since 4. Close to 4. Well, no, I've been on 2 hours and 34 minutes. So I always come in later than 4. So it's like 4:20. I think I jumped on, but I've been on a minute.
Oh, I have something to share right quick. So in order to do the music thing, you have to be connected to your phone. It can't be in the background. That's why it's not working for everybody who's just playing music.
For Live Fest, is that what you're about? The talent stuff.
Music part, yeah.
So say it again. What happened now?
You have to be. The music has to be in your phone. It can't be coming from your background.
Oh, how do you make it in your phone? Like mobile gaming?
Well, I don't know if you could do music that way. I don't really know too much about the gaming part. I do know that there's a lot of equipment that you have to use to hook it up to your phone in order to get the music to play inside your phone. Because that's what most of the DJs do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Even though Natty Nat, like we was talking about her last time, even though she has, always playing music,
Yeah.
that's why it's not. Because that's not how it doesn't attach to that. It has to actually be coming from inside the phone.
Gotcha. Yeah, so like almost like if you're playing your playlist from your phone. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think
It's not that easy.
You have to connect it. It's something that you have to connect to it in order for it to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother was. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, and it's not a cheap thing. He said, and yeah, so I guess they specifically made it for that category of lives.
Mm. Yeah. So he's in. I'm assuming he's definitely in the music category. Okay. How's he doing? Is he? Did he progress to round 3?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Nice.
Yeah. He was just like, yeah, I know what I gotta do. He was like, but I have stuff that's way more important than that. I said, I am not mad at you, bro.
Okay. So he's round 3, and then with that, what league was he in? Division. Was he gold, silver, or bronze?
He was silver, but he didn't qualify. Remember, because he didn't go on that one day.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And it pushed him all the way down. He went to like 841, so he had just. not 8.5.
Okay.
5, so he didn't make it.
Okay.
Above that 5.
Okay, so he didn't. Okay, so for round 1, so he didn't get to round 2. Gotcha. And so now he's about to do the music. He's going to do the talent league.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I went to the webinar yesterday, and that's kind of the way to look at it. The talent league and the fandom is another opportunity if you didn't do through the power league. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about it. I took some screenshots. That's what you guys saw on my phone. So I took some screenshots. So I'll talk about it maybe tomorrow. So I'll have to kind of look at it a little bit closer just to make sure I know some of the details. But it doesn't launch until the 10th. So we got a few more days. So it's no point in talking about it too soon. But I'll probably talk about it maybe Sunday or Monday. Okay.
The music part or just
the Talent League and the fandom. The fandom is probably the main
You
one.
gotta qualify before the event comes.
Yeah, the talent league you definitely need to qualify first, and I don't think anybody is in a position to truly qualify yet for it, because matter of fact, I think it's almost too late, because I think you have to be within 7 days. So we are within 7 days, but you have to have like
Right.
multiple days that you've done it.
Yeah. So I guess it goes. I'm gonna say it goes by the week that's in effect at the time. So the week will change over on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think within those 7 days of that week, if you've done it 3 times, then you'll be
Eligible.
you'll be eligible to be approved, but it doesn't mean that they will approve you. So
That's
even if
true.
you get, they may look at your page and be like, what? I don't know how they do it, but I'm just saying, yeah. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree. So it really is the fandom that I think most people, if you want to make a go at it, you can do it through the fandom program.
I still don't
Fandom
know
League.
how dancing people are. I still haven't figured that one out. I don't know. I'm like, I be dancing. I said I wasted all the energy, lost weight for that. I don't know. I do know one lady who's dancing. I'm gonna ask her because she just followed me, but I'm gonna ask her to see like, did you have to do if she even entered? Because some people don't. They're like, what? What is that? I'm like, never mind. It's a long conversation. Don't worry about it.
Right, and if you ain't done it by now, it's too late. No, well, they actually said yesterday it wasn't too late. I guess, this is the opportunity to get in with. They were trying to make it seem as if the talent league and the fandom was your next opportunity to join. So, but at the end of the day, it's, if you haven't been doing it at this point, it's kind of like, okay, you know what? Don't put too much energy into it. Is it possible to use more than one effects on your videos and going live? More than one effect. So this effect
You
is,
can use more than one. It just depends on
on the,
I'm the effect person.
you
so
are. So what?
But there are some.
So explain it. Which ones could you use multiple for?
Well, there's the curtain one. If anyone knows that pretty like drape,
Mm-hmm.
where you can still see yourself behind, and then you tap the screen and it opens up.
Mm-hmm.
That one you can use the background effects with that one.
You talking about like a green screen?
No, just the background. You know how they have the background, they have like the stage back there, and they have like the beach, and then they have like the little chair,
Okay.
and they have all those little backgrounds. Yeah, you can use those with the curtain. Now that's the only one that I've seen that I can use both of them together, and I have been trying. Trust me, I'll be like, oh, I want to use the face and I want to use the background. They'd be like, you got to pick one, ma'am. No.
Well, when I was so what was I doing earlier? I did multi-guest. The multi-guest, if you wanted to create, I don't think it's gonna work. I think it was like the wallpaper.
The wallpaper?
Yeah, it changed my layout. And I think my hand heart is still there, but they had like a different background. It was on my other phone. I think this board is making it not do it. Let me turn.
Maybe so.
Let me remove the board. I'm gonna remove the board, and let's try it again. It didn't give me the options it gave before. On my other phone, it gives different options. Let me come back here. And then if I want to do wallpaper, no, it keeps switching me here. I wonder if it's not doing it because the effects is on. I wonder. I don't know. It gave me a different option on my phone. What are the multi filters? What does that mean? The multi filters. What do you mean by that, trainer? I don't know what that means. Multi filters. She was saying multi effects. That's what I think that's what you heard. Multi effects. But the filters, TikTok is filtering comments. I'm not sure why. More than one filter.
Filters. Are you talking about like where it changes it to light, dark, like sunny, those filters?
Yeah, when you say, she's coming up. When you say filters are used for words that they'll filter, And filters are also used for the terminology for facial filters.
Yeah, see, I was going in, I was playing with it. I got the heart filter, the one where you can make the heart.
You mean
But
effects?
then,
The effects.
okay,
Hmm.
so then when I went in and tried to do a filter, like makeup filter or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, can't do it.
Yeah, because you can't. They won't let you use two at one time. That's why.
Yeah. So the heart gesture changes. It's a filter in itself. So right now I'm a little lighter, a little brighter. My lipstick is popping a little bit. It's actually a nice subtle-ish filter. And so that's one in itself. And then the other effects you can those other actual filters you can set those before you go live.
Yeah, I just ran across a video. She had the green screen up, and she had one of the other makeup filters.
Right.
I was like, hey, we can do that.
Yeah, you can set that before you go live.
Well, and there's different ones. There's like there's the effects, which is like the hand gesture. There's ambiance, which is like the stuff that happens on your screen. And then like there's the filters that like you can tone up or like smooth out your skin or whiten your teeth or whatever. Like there's 3 different things. But on any other platform, yeah, I think they would all be called filters.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why they have it labeled different. So they have enhance, they have effects, then even the things that you put on your face, like the little hearts and all that stuff, is under effects.
Yeah.
The filter only comes into place when we're talking about doing it on the video. You know how it has all those bubbles and it'll have like
Yeah. Well, so what you want to do, Trainer V, you want to go before you go live and click that enhance area. That's what you're talking about. Let me turn this off again. You're talking about clicking enhance. So under enhance, act right.
why is it giving you a hard time?
It's the screen protector. I really do need to change this thing out. So hold on. Let's see. Okay, I see why I was doing it. No, I take that back because I have the camera flipped because I'm trying to show it to you all. And it's saying for you to do that, I got to show it to you this way. So I don't know if you guys going to be able to see it. But here.
Okay.
So before you go live, this is where you do the actual effects. The shape of your face, your smoothed out, your eyes. You can do that. And so you see facial and then you see filters too. And then they have these type of filters that you can use for your look of your screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Pure Studio here, so I don't need the lighting. So it was just a couple of the other cool effects that I saw out there. But I was like, would be nice if we could use too. But
well,
I don't use a whole lot of them anyway. I did manage to get the borders, the boards up today. The only other one, the small one down the side, that kind of takes away from your screen. You kind of look like you have to look around it. Because I had thought about putting up the, when people come in the room, don't forget to get your daily heart meet. So that little board down the side is like, that covers your face a little bit.
It does.
I don't think I'm gonna mess with that one.
That's the engagement one. I don't put it up neither because it's 2. So I usually just put that one at the top. And then this one here, I guess going back to this whole filters and effects, this is separate from maybe some of the effects you use. These filters and stuff, some of the times they do impact how you can use a certain effect. And I wouldn't be surprised, to your point, I wouldn't be surprised that this heart one is one of those that you got to pick. Because like I said, it does have its own filter to it where my skin is, the color is a little brighter in the room.
Is R1?
Yeah, this one here, this particular one, I'm gonna turn it off for you all. I'll show you the difference. This is the one, and I use it all the time because I like that the lighter, it lightens up the room too, so you'll see the difference. Let me show you. So I just turned it off.
So just that heart one does all that?
Does all that.
Wow.
You're like, wow. It's like, girl, you stupid. You like T-shades darker. Like, what in the world?
It's like, cause I thought you had one of those overhead lights, ring lights.
No, well, I do actually have stage lighting, but because of that effect, it's enhancing the lighting in the room even more.
Yeah.
So all I did, literally all I'm doing is the hand. I don't have the hand heart on right now. I turn on the hand heart. And you guys see my lipstick. My lipstick popped a little bit.
Makeup on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does. It puts a little bit of makeup on. Yep. And it lightened up all around here. You can tell all around my lighting just brightened up a little bit. Now, you can play with your shading of your phone. Sometimes I do. We'll make it a little dimmer. Like, you know, with the iPhone, you can touch your phone. And you can turn down your lighting a little bit. So it'll get a little bit of brown. You know, my color comes back in.
Just adjusted it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how your phone. Sometimes it'll make it too like that exposed look, you know, that where your forehead is all shiny and stuff. So I don't touch it too often, but yeah, it's a different and it brightens up my lipstick. If I refresh my lipstick, if you see me on YouTube, I'm not, you know, my lipstick isn't this pink, it's more purplish. This makes it a little bit more pink. That little red pink tone to it. On YouTube, it looks more purple, actually.
Okay, well that will explain it because when I was playing with it, I had my ring lights on and it was just way too bright.
Mm-hmm.
So I could actually turn my lights off and use that filter.
Possibly. Like I said, let me cut my lights off so you guys can see the difference because my lights are on.
You're not gonna be able to see your pretty face. Don't turn the lights off.
That's how much it did. That's how much my lights is helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lights are helping. So
I was about to play with it.
yeah. You said don't cut the lights off. It changed it drastically. I didn't think it was gonna change it that much, but yes, it does change it. So the lights are definitely helping enhance.
Go live, yeah, because if when I go live during the day, I have all the sunshine from the window and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
But if I decide to do one at night, I'm gonna have to. Again, that's a whole nother setup. You gotta find out where's the best place in the house.
Yeah.
To do the evening lives.
Yeah, they be making me hungry.
So I remember being early in my journey, I had the same experience because I used to sit on my futon. I have like a little futon sofa in this like my office bedroom. And I was trying to make it a little bit more relaxing, like I was sitting on the sofa and having the live and I had a little table that was in front of me. Well, what was happening is that I was facing, my back was to my window and that light was casting a shadow. So the lighting was like really dark and like my clip-on light was just barely doing enough. And so I was like, okay, I need to change my position. Thank you so much, Enaris. Look at you leveling up. And so then I came over here to my desk because my desk was always here. But in my mind, I was like, I don't want to be sitting at my desk the whole time. But that's what I did. And I just kind of changed the background a little bit and just kind of made it look a little bit more, you know, a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I need to kind of revisit it again. But that was my journey because I knew the lighting was causing a problem. And I tell you guys all the time, your lighting, your sound, your internet connectivity, and then your background. Those are the 4 things you want to pay attention to.
I've been throwing that shade at you.
I wasn't throwing shade at you. She has internet issues.
Oh, don't even get started on that. I'm just about ready to ditch. Oh God, we ain't gonna get started on that.
Try to be on your Wi-Fi. I think Wi-Fi is better than your data if you can. So see if you can get a booster. I had to get my hubby. He got me a little. Where's it at? I don't know if y'all can see it.
We have them all over the house, Dr.
Yeah.
Lisa, but it's just so much electronics in this house.
That was my problem. I had.
It's pulling on it, and we used to have good service when I first moved. Y'all, I'm in the country. We moved from city to Green Acres. I moved from the city to Green Acres.
Good place.
And you know you're in the country when cows come to visit. I'm just saying. So out here, they're building up so much, and as people migrate to the area, everybody's pulling on the bandwidth.
Yeah.
So, and until we get something different, it was awesome when we first got out here, but now it's kind of. That's why I asked you the other day: are you freezing or am I freezing?
I think it was you. I think it was you. I don't think it was me.
I haven't had that problem tonight though since you've been on. It was freezing like when we were on earlier today.
Okay.
You kept freezing, and I know it was on your end because the people in the panel they kept talking and moving, but you got stuck.
Interesting.
Yeah. I've been seeing that a lot.
Interesting. Yeah, when I look at myself on the computer,
You were talking, but your face was froze.
I don't know. Well, I've been monitoring because I have computer screens here, and I haven't freezed. I didn't pixelate at all. But you're saying you did experience that. It could have been. It could have been. TikTok does. It'll send up. There's a little symbol that says you have a good connection, but sometimes it'll send me a message saying, my phone's running hot or something like that. It was doing that earlier. Actually, it was sending a message that my phone was running hot.
Okay.
So it could have been me.
Yeah, because I heard everybody on the panel. They were fine, and I could hear you, but your face was just frozen. It's like,
Yeah,
something.
get off the live, it'll show like when you get to that congratulations screen and gives you all your data and stuff. Scroll down to the bottom, and it's a question down there that asks, did you have any problems? You can let them know. Kind of like TikTok information about how the live stream is going. It just specifically asks about like connection issue type thing, like technical issues with the live. I didn't like what they were talking about, not that kind of but yeah.
You're saying as a live host, you can do that, or you saying from the viewer experience?
When we get off as a panelist, I'm gonna look and see if it shows me that.
Okay.
I do know after
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at it. I never honed in on that one.
That's because you didn't scroll that far down.
Yeah, I usually just exit out. You're right. No, you're right. She's absolutely right. I was like, I'm gone.
Because I'm always looking for workarounds and solutions. I heard y'all talk about music. So, Dr. Lisa, you have 2 TikTok accounts. So, how would it work if you logged in or joined the live with your other account, put yourself in a box, played the music?
Kind of like what you're doing here.
I'm wondering. It's just a thought. Yeah. Can you? If this music is really low, can you hear it?
Yeah, we hear it. I feel like I'm in a yoga studio.
I see what she's saying, like playing the music from your phone.
From the other device. Yeah.
Live with yourself live.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I've seen people doing that, so that may work. I'm not sure it may work.
Well, it's happening now. I hear it. Now, y'all don't hear her music? Y'all don't hear Trina V's music?
Yeah, I hear it, but I think she's wondering if it'll qualify. Like, if it'll work if you're trying to do the music. Cover.
Oh, you're saying for the talent league, what we were just talking about from that experience?
Yeah, I'll do it tonight. I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, keep us posted.
Right. See what it does.
I should check and see if I qualify since Trina V been in my live twice today in this box. she been up here. Because if it's gonna work, it's gonna work. Because she's sure been in this box. With the meditation music. Let's see. I don't know if I won't probably be able to check until afterwards. No, it's not showing up as approved. Because you can see from the Live Fest feature up here. It doesn't track that as music for me right now. You said I'm half asleep is soothing. Running is a blessing. She said I'm half asleep.
Yeah, I have it. constantly, 24/7, all throughout the house.
Oh, is it? So this is your home. Wait a minute. That's just
Mhm.
piped through your speakers, your sound system in your house?
I have portable speakers. It's like the Bluetooth speakers.
You don't
Okay.
change it?
I put it on a live. Go to a YouTube channel and get a live, and just let it play.
Oh. So you
Oh,
must have
yeah, so,
you have the
so
paid
what
version.
if you want to listen to something else in the house? How does that work?
What happened? Ask that again.
I said, if you want to listen to something else in your house, how does that work? Because if it's playing out the house, like, can you turn on?
Yeah, it's designated to certain rooms.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
That is
Like
nice.
upstairs.
Oh,
Now in my prayer room, it's constantly going. It never goes out.
Mm.
is it in the wall?
It's a portable speaker.
Oh, okay. I seen some in the wall, and I was like, that's kind of fancy. What y'all do?
I had those in the beginning, but they were old, and I didn't want to reinvest in that, so I just got the portable Bluetooth speakers. And I even have one Bluetooth speaker that I put on my bike.
Okay.
But since I now have the Bluetooth shades that I can hear the music through my shades, I don't have to have that speaker on the handlebar anymore.
Okay.
The shades like on your face?
Yeah. So the shades are better because when I have them on and I'm riding, I can hear who's coming up beside me, behind me. I can answer the phone with them. You don't have anything plugged in your ears. It's a speaker that's above your ear, and you can hear everything that's going on around you. So they are extremely good if you're out walking or doing anything and you want to listen to your music, but you don't want your ears fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen those. I've seen them as people also have them as like glasses too. Like that was like a trend like last Christmas where my husband works in a high school and he was saying the kids was getting that so that they could still have their phone because they took the phones away, but they still had their glasses that was connected to their phone.
Yeah. But the funny story with that, y'all. So when I sold my house years ago, I used to do this. I've done this everywhere, even in my offices at work. But and they would say that to me, Dr. Lisa. It feels like a song. It's like a spa in here. I was like, yeah, get out. You're disturbing my energy. Don't do that. So when I sold my house, there used to be my whole front area was my prayer area. It was saturated. And my son would come home from college, and I'm like, you have a brand new room. Go back there in your room. But he would always navigate to the spot that I prayed in.
Oh, wow.
And so when I sold the house, there were a couple of people that came through there, and they were looking, and I never did turn that music off. And so when they would come through the house to see the house, they was like, oh, yeah, I know who lives here. And it's like they could feel angel. They would tell the realtor that one of them even, I think, saw an angel or something in there. But so atmosphere is important.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I teach about, that your atmosphere is people, their energies will destroy or complement your atmosphere.
Absolutely.
Man,
Absolutely.
you just laid out everything I'm feeling with this house I live in. I'm gonna cry. Hold on, I'll be back.
Yeah. I hear you, friend. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Absolutely.
He said, are you talking about medical?
Oh yeah, she was saying about the Meta glasses, and I responded back that they have some knockoff versions. These kids had knockoffs. They didn't have Metas.
They sell them on TikTok. Where did you get yours?
They do sell them at TikTok actually, but
Mine are Bose. I got mine from Bose.
okay.
Oh, did you?
Oh, hers are not knockoffs.
Are you interested in being a ambassador for Bose?
As many speakers, Bose equipment that I have around here, I should own stock in Bose. I really should.
I might be able to help you get in that ambassador
Oh, okay.
Look at you.
I have so many. I have the earbuds. I have the eyeglasses. I have the speakers. My car has Bose in. Yeah, I'm a Bose person.
Y'all make sure y'all connect with one another. Trainer V is in the agency too. Deals is in the agency. Her name for the agency account is Glam Real Closet, Life Closet. Is that it? What's your other page?
Yeah, TRG. I've supposed to been changing that for the longest. How come I haven't changed? But fill it out. Just didn't do it yet.
Is it okay? Is it deals over? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I just sent you. Yeah, I just followed you back.
Yeah, that's my other page. I don't be on this page a lot.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's the other one?
Glam Life.
What's the
Glam
username?
Life.
Yeah.
What's your username? It's something else though.
RG Closet. I'm about to follow you.
Okay, you'll follow.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Running is a blessing. Thank you for being here. This is one of my sisters. We got different moms and dads, but we're sisters. So she's a bestie.
Your sister by another mister.
Exactly, and a mama. We're best friends from college. I've known her for over 30 years now. So exactly.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
So I am gonna let y'all go. I love y'all dearly. It's been 3 hours on this live. I didn't think I was gonna do a 3-hour live. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna do some more panel boxes and stuff. This is gonna be a norm. I gotta figure out the days we do it. Probably towards the weekend, just so that we can start like getting to know one another, have other creators get a chance to share what they're doing, and make this kind of a spotlight opportunity for folks. And so that's the thinking here. And then obviously showcasing how you can leverage it for your own live stream. You can blame it all on moi. I know. Is anyone staying live? I want to keep. Oh, you said you want to keep listening. Oh, she's so sweet. She said, who else is going live? Who else is going live? I usually ask that question. Who is going live? I know Nika Grace. Nika Grace is going live with her sound healing. And she's also on round 3 of Live Fest. So she's trying to see how far she can climb the leaderboard. I think she was in the top 40 this morning. And they take the top 10, y'all. So it's pretty competitive. But she's going to make a go at it. I'm trying to think. I know Coach Jesse's going live at 6. The people who are on the camera right now, let me tell you. Who is live right now? Leanne's live. Leanne's live right now. Lisa lives. She's live right now. She is... and then Sherelle, which is Love Universified. She's live. So there's 4 people live right now, including myself. Okay. And then anybody else in the chat that's going live?
I'm seriously thinking about it tonight from upstairs in the prayer room. I'm feeling the feeling the weight of that a little bit.
Okay.
Don't know. I'll put out a post if I do.
All right. Share it in the group chat so we can see. Most people will see it there, and people who are in there, they can share it out to the other chats too. Okay. I think Coach Jessie says she's going live at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is soon. And then you said you're going live later? I can't hear you.
I said, you know I'm always live. I stay live.
You ain't live right now?
Oh, yeah, I'm live on your page.
Touche. All right, you're right. All right, so you going live later?
Yeah, in about.
You say she's going 6 p.m. to 7.
I know she said 6 p.m. Central. I think she in the room though. She in the room. She's my number 1. She didn't change the mind. I don't know. I don't know. I know Unwritten Unstoppable. Are you feeling better? Yes. I'm supposed to do a co-host with someone and also supposed to be on someone's panel. We'll see. How you feeling? I was just about to ask you. You feeling better? I know you were sick. Okay, getting ready to meditate, then come back to TikTok. Okay, friend. All right. Yes, I went out today for 2 hours. Okay. Well, you take care and bundle up. Unwritten Unstoppable, Miss Darlene. She's in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it's been snowing. Pretty bad weather there. So yeah, be careful, friend. Trainer V, what state are you in?
Can y'all send some of that to North Carolina?
Oh, you're in North Carolina. Okay. Don't send it this way. I'm in Florida. Oh,
we don't get snow. We rarely get snow, and when it does, it's like everything. We get 2 snowflakes and everything shut down.
I don't want no parts of I don't want no parts of winter ever again. I'm good. I did that for about 27 years in Illinois, so I'm good.
But the only issue with North Carolina, she's very bipolar. She's extremely bipolar.
Yeah.
She'll have hot flashes on Monday and then have a cold front on Tuesday.
Okay.
So, she's good, but we just haven't had snow in a while, and I like snow. Every now and again, just to get rid of some germs and the bugs, but
That's fair. That's true.
yeah.
That's
That's
fair.
what I like about that's what I like, that the spiders they leaving me alone for a little while.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, North
Come this-
Carolina. We have grown because I found out that we were listed, Raleigh Durham area, we were listed as one of the top places to live. And so this area is booming. It's like everybody's migrating to this area, and I'm like, why go back?
I have a friend, really good friend. He lives there too.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's something. The traffic is horrendous. I told when I had to go back to work, go into the office, I said, "Oh God, I need a Valium just to get to work.
Oh
This
wow.
traffic is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm white knuckling it all the way to work. It's like I cannot."
Yeah, Charlotte would be on. Favor says she wants to move to Charlotte. It would probably be on my list too. If I was to move somewhere out of the state of Florida, Charlotte would be on my list.
They just as busy.
Is
They're booming. They have gotten just as bad. It's like, oh, so even like, okay, so Raleigh, Durham, Cary were the major places where everybody moved to.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's just nowhere to live anymore. So now they're pushing people out of the suburbs out into the counties, and so the counties are no longer going to be counties. They're becoming the suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
So right here where I am, because we had to leave Durham because the housing prices was just crazy. You remember the housing market where you look at a house, and before we get back home, you had 10 bids.
Oh yeah.
So it was that bad. And so when we moved out here, which was about 45 minutes away, it got better. But now they're building up so much out here because we got out here just in time enough to get an acre lot.
Mm.
And now they're putting houses on top of each other like crazy.
Mm. Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's growing just that much.
It's beautiful there though. That area, Raleigh Durham area. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They have beautiful beaches. But again, the only thing I don't like about it is like during the summer, everybody, their grandmother and their sister is out there. So the Outer Banks is absolutely gorgeous.
Mm.
And where's the other one that has like really clear water? Outer Banks has really pretty water. Oh, and Emerald Isle.
Okay.
They call it Emerald Isle because their water is really pretty, crystalline, really green. It's really pretty.
Wow.
You better hide it.
Yeah.
Now, Myrtle Beach, on the other hand, we call that Dirty Myrtle.
Because that's too close to Georgia, isn't it? Like that, Savannah, Georgia, isn't it? Yeah. That's murky water up there that way too. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, you in Florida, you can see almost where the water changes from the Florida beach coastal areas to as you're going up that, what is that, the Star Island and that Cloisters, all that area up that way when you're going up towards the Georgia, Carolina area, Hilton Head area, that area. Yeah.
It's pretty. It's pretty in the weather. I mean, it's got some good things here. A lot more activities now than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So you always have things to do. Wonderful restaurants. They're building up more and more of those, and I'm excited about that. We got you have your good and your bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whenever they build up, it's great, but then you have the downside to that too. So yeah.
Yeah.
And the Outer Banks, what I love about that, only thing I think it was maybe a couple of years ago, you had a lot of shark attacks out there.
Oh, wow.
But then they found out that's because of the fishing pier that they were coming inland for food.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they had a lot of shark attacks out there a couple of years ago. I think that's kind of leveled out. So yeah, and I'm actually planning a retreat there. I do a retreat every year,
Okay.
and you all, let me tell you, you do not come back the same.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely do not come back the same. And it's I don't know if you all have ever. I'm a minister as well, and
Okay.
I teach and train and help people to develop their spiritual giftings. And so when you come to these retreats, I don't know if you've ever, any of you have ever received prophetic prayer ministry. I call it, this is where we go into heaven and do recon and come back and tell you what God is saying on your behalf.
Okay.
And so, like Dr. Lisa, we actually do it on the live one day. I get together with a team of prophets and intercessors,
Okay.
and we sit and we listen for you, and we tell you and we pour into you what God is saying concerning you, because Jeremiah 29:11 teaches us that God has thoughts towards us.
Wow.
And so we just need to go and hear what he's saying concerning you.
Wow. Wow.
Because it literally can change the trajectory of your life. I'm literally living out prophetic words that have been spoken over me for years. Like the house that I'm in, I saw it in 2013, and I'm in it now. The man that I married, he spoke to me about him for 20 years. I just didn't know it was him.
Wow.
So things like that.
Wow, that's powerful. So in your live, you're gonna be talking about some of that as well over time. Okay.
And that's why I was telling you about like the prayer calls. There are times when I may want to come from the prayer room, just have people to come up and say, if you're coming up and you say, Veronica, I need prayer, and or you know, just pull you up on a panel and just listen to what God is saying concerning you.
Okay. Beautiful. Wow.
And just being able to pour into people's lives, because people are hurting and people just need to be encouraged, and the thoughts that God has toward us are good, and they're not rebuking, they're not angry thoughts, they're good. And sometimes you just need to hear what he's saying, because you're not in a position to emotionally, mentally, whatever it is. It's just sometimes you just need somebody else to intercede for you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wow. All right, friend. Well, they'll definitely keep us posted once that start going with your prayer calls and stuff too. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Love it. All right. I'm about to get off, y'all. I gotta go to the bathroom too. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It's like 3 hours. I was like, oh Lord, my bladder. But I appreciate you all. So I will be back tomorrow at 10 at 4 tomorrow, and I'll be out in these TikTok streets too. Thanks, Doc. You're welcome, pals. Thank you, Trainer V. I appreciate you. Deals over the top, Glam. I appreciate all y'all coming up on the panel. So we'll talk about this some more. I want you guys to be able to leverage this. And
we love you, Dr. Lisa.
we love you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate y'all. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Let me go. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all being here. I'm about to head out. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. I'll be back at